Alrighty, hello. How's everyone doing? Who's ready for some In Stars and Time? Because I think I am. I think I'm ready to figure out what the hell's going on here. DC Johnson, thank you for the follow. That means these two lovely little kitties over here get an extra treat. Thank you, that was perfect timing. Fine, just lick it out of my hand, whatever. Let's try again. Alrighty. I think we can get cracking with things. Yeah, Panda is practically glowing. I was trying to play around with the video capture settings a little bit, see if I can get her a little bit less luminescent. We've got this one sitting here, but the auto adjustments for like brightness are just a little too powerful on this, unfortunately. No. There's Stella, she's hanging out. And Panda is just like radioactive for whatever reason. The camera settings just aren't playing nice. But this is honestly the closest the two of them ever get to actually being together in the same space. Only when there's treats. Alright, Strack was first in the chat that I saw today. Time for pancakes and Graeldon. Heck yes, that sounds like a good way to start the day. Level 90 Druid was not far behind, saying, hello, have you seen my requested game? I'm so sorry, Level 90 Druid. I have seen it. I have just not had the time to respond. But yes, I have seen it. Thank you. And I will add it to the list of games for the developer streams for the next round. So very happy to add it in for you there. Rainfall at Nightfall. Are spoilers okay? I'm assuming most of you at least know the basic plot of In Stars and Time. So most of the people in the chat know the basic plot. There's a few people who are following the story with us. However, I am playing through blind, so I would appreciate no spoilers. I will occasionally ask for hints, mostly just to prevent wasted time with backtracking for things that we don't need to find, etc. So, hi Stella, what are you looking at? Basically, we try and avoid any kind of backseating unless specifically requested, and we try and avoid spoilers. Just because, yeah, a lot of us are playing through blind. Oh, perfect timing for her just to jump out. Love that. All right. Yes, there are two of them. What else did I miss there? XP Sandy, welcome back. We are starring the times indeed. We've been starring the times for a while, and it is starting to get a little darker. Yeah, Aladoodle says, well, no spoilers, please. There we go. DC Johnson, welcome. You get to feed the cats. Yes, you do. Tazada Clipper, Panda looking amazing today. Yeah, listen, she's just radiant today. Although she's got the aeroplane ears going on. Something she's not happy with. I think she's a bit confused because overnight I swapped the position of the two beds around. There's one big one, one small one. She normally curls up in the small one, which is where she is right now. But it's the big one now, and she doesn't seem to have realized that, and she's just a bit confused about why it doesn't feel the same as normal. She's a lovely cat. She's not particularly bright. She's just got no object permanence. What else did I miss? Yes, radioactive cat indeed. Strack, you feel so young, talking like the youngins. Or be careful with the youngins. You never know when they might get culled by someone with an overly bright sword. Level 9 Druid, yes. Technically it's not in the list yet because I haven't actually done the admin part of it, but it will be in the list for the next round that we do. Plus the extra tile that got suggested as well, we'll add that in. Play the demo, buy the game later if you find it good. That's usually my approach. I appreciate that. Ty, we're playing In Stars and Time. I think this is the 5th episode? Either the 5th or 6th. DC Johnson, never heard of this game. What's happening so far? Alright, so to give you a very quick rundown of what is happening in Stars of Time. Actually, I'll get the game loaded up so you can have a look at it as well. In Stars and Time is a JRPG Maker game. But don't let that put you off because this is one of the best JRPG Maker games that ever came out. The general plot is that you as the main character Sifrin and your party have just arrived at the start of the game at the last town before you go into like the final dungeon to kill this evil king who is freezing time throughout the world. Surprise, surprise, it doesn't quite go as well as they want it to. But what you discover is that your character is able to loop through time, because you get into the castle and find things that you can't complete without prior knowledge. So it's quite lucky that you can do that, really, but only you can do that. None of the rest of your party can. And things start to get a little bit weird and wibbly wobbly timey wimey. In a nutshell, Siffrin's not doing well. It turns out some members of the party don't like him that well. A lot of them don't trust him enough to actually tell him about their issues and help get them resolved. And after doing everything right, after climbing to the top of the tower and actually defeating the king, in their moment of celebration, even though nothing went wrong, Siffrin still gets reset back to the start. So something's not right. There's more to this than just killing the bad guy, and we don't quite know what it is yet. Yeah, it's Undertale vibey, Ty. There's definitely elements of that in there. There's bits and pieces that definitely pay homage to other games. It's got amazing character writing for each of the main party members. The soundtrack is fantastic. Like, this game is ticking a lot of the boxes. So today we're going to be picking up where we left off, which was in the last episode. We did a run all the way back up to the top of the tower to see if we could find any other things that changed. We'd been given a couple of plot threads to follow. One, we know that there is a person in the main town that is apparently a fan of one of the characters, Mirabelle, and there's some kind of unresolved drama going on there. We know that one of the characters didn't trust us because we didn't know their favorite food, which we believe we do know now. There's a part to a bomb hiding somewhere in town that we need to find and combine with another piece that's towards the top of the tower that might help us there. And we know that we find a knife on our journey through the tower, but in order to actually prevent it from breaking, we need to sharpen it and care for it. And the last time we tried to do that, it did not go very well. We were missing a piece, which is hiding somewhere here in town. Funnily enough, this town, very important to a lot of things. What we don't know yet is which things are important when. Ah, yes, hello. Yes, we're up again. Ah, here again. Yes, if you thought about doing a sleepover tonight, skip. Skip. Talk to you later, skip. Perfect. Yes, the carrot method, so she gets the final skill, so that we don't die when we fight the final boss. Fantastic. Taisato, how many streams has this been played on so far? I might just go back and rewatch the streams if there are VODs. There are VODs available. I think this is either the 5th or 6th stream. I think it might be the 6th one from memory. Yeah, this is the 6th one. Thanks, XP Sandy. This game is incredibly charming. I'm just really curious to see, because everyone has alluded to the fact that this game is going to get dark. And it has had some dark moments. Like, just before the final boss, everyone... Actually, a little bit of context. There is a very young character, Bonnie, this person here, who is in the party, but isn't in the party. Your main party consists of 4 people. Siffrin, the main player. Mirabelle, who's basically the chosen one. Isabeau, the tank, and Odile, the mage and damage dealer. And then you've got Bonnie, who is the life of the party, literally just a kid. They have no stats, they don't fight, they're not actually a combat party member, but they do jump in to support the party every second turn, and they're in charge of treats. And honestly, it's such a cool idea to be like, yeah, we're a party of 5, but only 4 of us actually, you know, are involved in combat. This one's just a support character. Like, level low, HP irrelevant. Like, it's impossible for Bonnie to die because they don't get in combat. Attack power, doing their best. More games need character descriptions like this. Like, don't give me actual stats, just tell me they're doing their best. It was something that an MMO that I played many years ago actually did, and I kind of liked. And most games won't dare do something like this. But Final Fantasy XI, the MMORPG, rather than having visible levels on enemies, you got the ability to check them, and it would give you a difficulty rating. Say like, oh, it looks like easy prey, or it's going to be a fair challenge, or you have no idea how strong this is, run away. I think that's great. More games need to do stuff like that. All right, so last time we went through, and before each of the 3 floors, they do a little meal time, and we found out that Bonnie's favorite food is rice. So let's see if this makes a difference here. Ty, go watch the VODs right now. Don't want to spoil the game. To be fair, it's very plot-centric. So yeah, trying not to... Well, you're going to get spoilers no matter what you watch, but it's just whether or not you want additional context for what's happening right now. Alright, so let's talk to Bonnie again and see if we can figure out anything. Can I help you with anything?
Help me? But I don't want your help. I don't want you to help me with anything.
You don't?
I don't. You're stupid, and you don't know me, so I don't want you to help me.
I don't know you?
You really don't. Not even a little bit. You don't even know my 3 favorite...
Oh, there's 3 favorite foods? Oh, no. Yeah, I do. You love... Oh, shoot. Is it onigiris, or is it rice specifically? I think it was rice specifically, not onigiri. Love rice.
Yeah, that's true, but...
And... Oh, God, I'm gonna have to guess this. I don't think it's pineapple. I want to say it's fish heads.
No.
No, that was wrong. Okay. Well, we will try again next time. That was wrong. Okay, well, if it's not fish heads, we're gonna have to try the other options next time. Just pay attention to what they say. Dang it. Alright, what else do we know? Oh, we need to check out the boulangerie. There was the thing about the croissants. And they've got the book. They've got the... Well, potentially got the book that Odile wants. That's right. Hey, want to buy something? You show your only silver coin. With one of those, you can get a third of a pastry. But aren't you one of the saviors, traveling with the little Mirabelle? Don't worry about a thing then. Can I get you anything on the house? Yeah, any pain au chocolat? Sure, but I'm actually known for my delicious buttery croissants if you want one instead. Oh, you frown. Incredible. Incredible. I've never seen anyone give such a look of disdain when offered a croissant. Ha! One pain au chocolat coming up. You got a pain au chocolat. You don't even think about keeping it for later and devour the pain au chocolat in 2 bites. You're still hungry. Good luck tomorrow. Thanks, but I actually wanted to talk to you about something else. Welcome! I'm helping Papa today. That's great. Oh, my little girl. I don't usually let her in here. Too many dangerous times. But she says it's her dream to work with me in the boulangerie, and she might not be able to. Good luck tomorrow. Yes, but the book. The book? Yeah, I it's... This person's meant to have it. Why don't I have the option to talk to them about it? Yeah, okay. A drawn baguette for a mouth. I made it. I made it myself. That's cute. Some baguettes. Smells heavenly. Huh. Alright, well, I thought it would be as simple as just coming in and talking to them, but apparently not. But if this is their shop, maybe they have a house somewhere else? What? Is there a bird there? Yes, there must be, because I couldn't step to the left there for a second. Door seems to be locked. It's like one of those weird locks. You need to know the open phrase to be able to open it. Well, leave it alone. I guess we're gonna need to talk to other people. We know you've got a thing going on. Big hat, impossible. Yes. Skip. Heard all that before. Okay, you don't think she managed to talk to Mirabelle last time? Mirabelle would have mentioned it. You should go and tell Mirabelle yourself. Okay. DC Johnson, have to go now, unfortunately. Hope you can catch the stream later. No worries. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, mate. We stream every weekend, so we always start around the same time, so hopefully we'll catch you at the next one. Have a good day, mate. Mirabelle's here, sitting on a bench looking at papers. Hey, Sifrin, do you need anything? Oh, you don't actually say it? You know, everyone knows that was a misinput. It's fine. You have a fan. Nod points to the stylish woman's house. I don't know whose house that is. A stylish lady? Describe the stylish lady as best you can. I'm sorry to tell you this, but stylish ladies aren't very rare in Vogard. And I see a lot of people during classes. I'm not smart enough to remember everyone I see. Well, maybe eventually you'll find a way to jog her memory. But there's something more that we need to know about this person. Maybe we can't just go back to them and be like, hey, tell me more about yourself. Why should Mirabelle remember you? Oh, Mirabelle, she'll save us all. Maybe, but I need to know more about you. Half-written letter, pile of blank paper. Oh, there's my draft of Mirabelle's letter. Don't look, please. But I want to. I'll try again when your back is turned. You'll never see it coming. Okay, fine. And is this side the same? Yes, it is. That's the thing that always gets me a little bit. It's like, I always wonder if half of it is going to be different. Books about a variety of subjects. Closet with beautiful dresses. Dresser, don't touch it. That's fair. Bella, what are you doing? You're meant to go on the blanket, not under the blanket. You're... Good. Hey, what'd you do that for? I was having fun. I'm a good kitty, I swear. You're a good kitty. Get true. They're good cats. Perfect. Okay. Well, none of that went quite how I thought it was going to go. Huh. So there's something we are missing that's going to fill in the blanks for these people. You looked away between the first and second sentences. Which first and second sentences? If I remember right, you're still trying to find something. Make sure you check all the houses this time. That's what I'm going to do. Huh. Alright, well, if I miss something, I'm sure I will find it out later. Okay, there's no additional houses that way. That's fine. That one we can't get into without an open phrase. This one we know Odile is in. Oh my god, he didn't see it? The dresser? Hang on. The bit about the unmentionables? I saw that. Was there something else there? A dresser? Do not touch. My unmentionables are inside. Oh, you leave the dresser alone. Is that what you're referring to? Closet filled with many beautiful dresses. Was that it? But yeah, I saw the bit about the unmentionables. I skipped over reading it out loud because we've seen that a few times. Alright. Odile, do you have anything, like, do I have to talk to you first? Yeah, Odile's here looking at what the shop has to offer. Odile, oh, it's different. You look rested. I'm glad to see you this laid back on the day before the end of the world. Anyway, how can I help you? Can I help you with anything? Do I need help with anything? You're good, Native Crab, don't worry. I can't expect you to know everything that I know going on in my head as well, so don't stress. You know, the open phrase could also be open phrase 1, 2, 3. You're right, more than one person might be using it. Also, hey, Minecraft Wiz, how you doing? Hope you've been keeping well. Feel like I haven't seen you around in a bit, so welcome back. Okay, Odile seems to realize you're genuinely asking. Ah, well... I'm looking for a certain type of book. A type of book, not a specific book. No, not a specific book. It's a type of book called a family tale. Have you heard of those? Yes, I've heard. Ah, there we go. Heard the Boulangerie has one of those. What? 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 Huh? Really? She doesn't seem to know how to react. You look at her repeat the same words over and over. Siffrin, will you come with me to ask them if I can borrow it? It might take some time, so make sure you have time to help me. Yeah, we got time right now. We have literally all the time in the world. Also, we still don't understand how we got these powers. Alright, should head to the boulangerie. Let's go. Boop. Gonna be awkward when I talk to them and be like, hey, I heard you've got a book. They're like, who told you? Hello. We've heard you may have a family tale. A family tale? Of a family called Paperas. The toilet paper clan, you've heard of them? They're very prominent until they were wiped off the face of the earth. If you'd be okay with it, I'd like to borrow it for a little bit. Ah, the one I borrowed from my girl before the house froze. I'm not a very good writer, so I figured reading another one would give me some inspiration for stories to tell my little girl. Do you have it still? Do not. What? Do you know Antoine, maybe? He lives at the east of town, in the house with no flowers. Asked if he could borrow it. They knew the Paperas family, you see. I couldn't really refuse. The Paperas family died only a few years back, after all. Well, that sucks. Do you know if he still has it now? I don't see why they wouldn't. I have a sudden bad feeling about this. House to the east of the village with no flowers, huh? Well, looks like we should go pay them a visit. Yeah, darn right, we will. Alright, let's go. Actually, what happens if I talk to Mirabelle with Odile? Oh, Siffrin, Madame Odile, on a secret quest again? Again, huh? Oh, sorry, I feel like I've seen you two go on secret quests very often. Like, literally every time we've stayed in a town or village. Isabeau and I always wondered where you were going. Ah, that's right. You and Odile often used to visit antique shops every time you went to a new place. Neither of you ever asked what the other was looking for. Come to think of it, she was probably looking for a family tale. You two betting on it? On what our secret quests are about? Oh, I would never bet on anything. It goes against my moral code, madam. But Isabeau will read a horror book of my choice if my guess is right. That's a bet. Oh no, you're not going to tell me what your secret quests were about now that I've said we're betting on it. We'll see you later, Mirabelle. No, come back. Mirabelle is too funny. Also, how you doing down there, Panda? Sorry, Estella, you good? See, even I get the names of my two fur babies confused. Should be impossible with how vastly different they look, but it still is. Strackerail, that pun was so bad. You're welcome. You don't come here for top shelf humor. You come here for bottom shelf dad jokes and emotional gut punches. Yeah, the stat buff should be refreshed. I will. I'll do that before we move on to the next step. So, house with no flowers. Presumably this one? Or the one below? Yeah. Hello. Oh, hello. And Antoine, is it? Ah, that sure is me. And you're two of the saviors, aren't you? Thank you for all you're doing. Best of luck for tomorrow. Thank you. We had a favor to ask. Could we borrow the family tale you possess? For an hour, maybe? Oh, the Paperas family tale. Oh no, they've lost it, haven't they? I know this means a lot to you, so... Oh, no, that's not the problem. I'd be happy to lend it to you, but, well... I think one of the kids next door stole it from me? What? Oh, I'm not saying they're bad kids. They're very nice kids. Very nice. They just... Well, you know the 3 kids outside? A few weeks ago, they passed by to help me cook some things, and, well... The book's gone now, so... Sounds like we should talk to those kids. Alright. Plot thickens. These 3 troublemakers. Is that quest they go around town quest every every RPG needs one. But the funny thing is this is happening like 15 hours into the game. We've already gone around and spoken to most people, and on your first pass through you can speak to everyone, but you don't have the context needed to make things happen. So the fact that they continue to make the first area feel relevant and important to the game is quite an accomplishment. Look at that book, Odile. Let's just go, alright? Right, you troublemakers. When they said kids, I was actually wondering if it was this kid up here who's drawing, because where are they getting the paper from? Maybe it's the torn out pages of the book. Kids. The middle kid with the small hat looks at you from their rock throne.
Adults, what do you want?
Zephyrin, you handle this.
Why you? Why me?
You're closer to being a kid than I am. Good luck. Okay. Do you know about family tales?
Yeah? What kind of adult doesn't know about family tales? Are you stupid? Man on, you can't ask adults if they're stupid. Can't I? Look at him. They're short, and their hair looks unbrushed, and they look like they haven't slept in weeks, and that hat definitely looks stupid and not cool.
Zephyrin, the kid is destroying you. Do something. On principle, you don't get into fights with kids. What to say? I quite love how many names you learn through this. Like, you don't notice, but you really don't learn many names normally. You're absolutely right. A lot of the minor characters just get named by what they're doing or their profession, so to actually get names on others is significant. Strat, question, does Aunt Jemima syrup go bad? I've got a bottle that's been in my fridge for a few years, and it's basically just pure sugar. Does anyone know? I'm going to go with it probably doesn't go off. I'm assuming it's some kind of sugar syrup, like a golden syrup or a maple syrup or something like that. I don't live in a country that has Aunt Jemima syrup. However, if it is what I think you're describing, it probably can't go off. Just check to see if it has a use by date or a best before date, because those are two different things. Use by, throw it out after the date. Best before, check, it should still be fine. It might lose flavor or change, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it might become like more fluid or more solid or something like that, but best before is usually still good. Yeah, nothing to do with the game at all, but that's fine. I can impart some wisdom through the power of whatever this is. What do we say? Anyway, do you know about a papyrus family tale? Ah. Manon, I think he's asking about... Shut up. I got this. The middle kid looks at you as disdainfully as they can, which is a lot. What if we do? We'd like to borrow it? Trade. A trade! A trade! We have something you do not. Knowledge. Offer us something in exchange. I haven't picked up the flower on this one yet. You know what? I'd offer you the silver coin for it. 2 silver coins. You sadly show the single coin you have in your possession. What kind of adult only has 1 coin? Are you broke? Denied. Here, have 5. 10 silver coins. 4. And I won't tell your guardians that you stole a book. Yeah, okay. Deal. There we go. Good negotiations. Okay, so Manon doesn't have the book anymore. What? Listen, Charlene was being really annoying about wanting it, so I gave it to her so she'd stop crying, okay? Who's Charlene? Charlene Choquette? The Boulanger's daughter. The what? Huh? You can't help but laugh. Heh, look at the old lady's face. Zephyrin! You jump. We are going. Nod rapidly and follow. Bye, adults! Let's play again soon! Okay, well, it wasn't quite right. It wasn't the one that's doing the drawing, but to go and loop all the way back around to the boulangerie is wild. Alright, hello. You have my book.
Hi.
Hello.
There.
Hey. Please, do not scare my daughter, madam. You get in front of Odile and smile at the girl.
Hi.
Hi. We've heard you got a cool book.
A book? Oh, yes. From Menon. Menon is so nice. She gave me the book. The book with the nice stories. Dad was reading it, and now it's mine, and I can read it all by myself. But it's boring. I want another book, Papa.
Wait, which book are you talking about, Charlene?
This one.
She shows you all a book with Paper as Family Tale written across it. I'm so sorry. It's fine.
You got the Paper as Family Tale.
Finally!
Both find a nice, silent place to talk.
Yes, silent as in filled with birdsong. Where is this? We didn't find this one in town anywhere. Can't believe it took this long, but finally. Odile looks at the closed Family Tale book intently. Aren't you going to read it? They said I could keep it until I have to leave Dormont, so I have time, but... Still looking at it. The Family Tale book you spend so much time trying to find. Seems important to her, but why? Is it related to your research? Sorry, what? The book. Is it related to your research? Well, I suppose I've kept it secret long enough. Don't tell Isabeau, alright? But we can tell Mirabelle. There is no research. I'm not researching anything. Sorry for not saying anything. Isabeau said I must be researching something since I was a traveller here in Vogard, and it felt easier to not say anything. So then, why did I leave Carbouet? Travel for years, all to find myself in Vogard, if not for some intellectual pursuit? Well, I'm actually here in Vogard to find out more about myself. I suppose it's not very apparent to you, but my mother was Vogardian. Oh. I've lived my whole life here in Carbouet. My father was Carbouan and my mother was Vogardian. I have no idea how they met. He never told me, but all I know is that she never wanted a child. She left very early in my childhood and I never saw her again. Good riddance, if you ask me. But she left and didn't leave anything behind. No pictures, no letter, no family history. But what does it matter, right? My father was a good man and Carbouet was my home. I used to think I didn't need to know about my history, about Vogard, but still, part of me was curious. And one day, a few years ago, a Vogardian merchant showed me her wares, and this book that she wouldn't let go of. A book of tales written by her whole family. A family tale. And she explained family tales to me. Generations of Vogardian parents writing stories for their children and writing them down in a book. So you'd end up with stories written by an entire lineage. And she was explaining the way the book was written. The rules of this particular way of telling stories, how friendly families shared their stories with each other, and how it had been done for generations, how it brought her closer to her family, her ancestors, her culture. And while she was explaining all this to me, she suddenly stopped. And I was surprised to find out she stopped because I was crying. I didn't even realize it, because I wanted this. This connection that she had to a history that was also supposed to be mine. But it was stolen from me because my mother left. And I'd never have a link to this culture. Ever. Unless I went there. So this is why. So I traveled to Vogard, and, well,
The king took over shortly after I arrived, which did make things more difficult. But during my travels with you all, I got to know many Vogardians and see many Vogardian cities. I got to learn more about the country, its culture, its faith, its people. And I look and I learn, and this is the country my mother came from. It's half of me, but still, even now that I'm here in Vogard, I feel no connection to it whatsoever. I don't recognize myself here. Isn't that strange? Half of me should be from here, isn't it? Shouldn't I see something of myself here in the place that my mother came from? Shouldn't it be like a mirror, like a revelation? Shouldn't I see how Vogardian people act, how they think, and be able to say, ah, so this is why I'm like this? Shouldn't I be able to call this place mine? But I can't. It feels awful, like my roots have been cut off without my consent. Like my mother stole it from me. Like I really don't belong anywhere. But this is why I'm here, still. To know as much as I can about this country. And in the meantime, find out if it'll make me... And in the meantime, find out if it'll make me find out more about myself. And I did find out more about myself during this journey, so I'm glad. There's an interesting question, is it not? How much do you carry of your country, of a culture that should have been yours, but wasn't? It may not seem so to you, but to Carbway, my features are foreign. Just small things. My hair being slightly too thick, my brows too thin, enough for me to look different here. I am other. So, what about Vogardians? Would they see me as one of theirs? Would I find myself in them? After coming here, I found out that no, of course not. Why would I? I've never been here before this journey. At the same time, I am not the only one who is other. In fact, Vogard is filled with people who also come from other lands. Vogard welcomes people from all over the world, after all. So, even if I did not find someone like me, I have found Vogard to be full of people that are similar to me. And I'm very grateful for that. Odile is half Vogardian. I never knew. She travelled halfway across the world to find out more about herself, trying to see if she'd find herself in a country she has no memory of. What about you, Siffrin? Are you finding out more about yourself in Vogard? Huh? What do you mean? Well, you didn't grow up in Vogard either, right? Do you have roots here? Or were you just passing through? My apologies. Figured I asked. I didn't say anything. You didn't need to. Your face said it all. Just because I'm telling you personal facts about myself doesn't mean you need to tell me anything in return. It was wrong of me to ask. We can forget about it. She goes back to looking at the Family Tales cover. She'd probably be fine leaving it here, just bearing her story to you and nothing else, but you... I don't remember much about where I'm from. Theo turns to look at you. Huh. Were you too small when you left, or was it because there was nothing worth remembering? Everything was worth remembering. Neither. But I can relate to you. Trying to find pieces of yourself wherever you can. Trying to find where you belong. Trying to find how your roots might have shaped you. Which parts of you created and which parts already were. You nod. But, you know, you're not only made of where you're from, right? If that was the case, everyone in Carbway would be the exact same and everyone in Vogard would be the exact same. Where you're from matters, yes, but it's not the only thing that makes you, you. That's what I realized during this journey, Siffrin. I'm Carbuan and Vogardian in ways I do and don't realize. And I am also myself. One might say that's more important than being Carboan and Vogardian, wouldn't you agree?
I do.
That's interesting. I feel so much lighter now.
Because you found a family tale?
Oh god, that looks evil. Yes, and also because we talked, Zifrin. Oh. Thank you for listening to me, Zifrin.
You blush and nod. You are very welcome, Odile. Now go ahead and unlock a memory that makes you more powerful. Please and thank you.
Now, get out of here. I have a family tale to read before we all meet for our sleepover. We'll talk later. Go have fun.
Odile smiles at you mischievously. Got a memory of a secret quest. You always remember this. When equipped, memory of the secret quest boosts all your researcher stats by 30. Wow! Your researcher also learned the skill Craft Break Alpha. Okay. Do I still think Odile is secretly evil? No, I take it back. I take it back. When used, it makes an enemy weaker to all craft types for a few turns. That is incredibly strong. It's so strong, you'll only be able to use it when you and your researcher have had this exact conversation. So if you look back to Dormont, you have to talk to her all over again. Now that is something that I'm not a huge fan of, but it is a super powerful ability that you don't necessarily need. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I think it's a power that you don't necessarily need to beat the game. And we got an achievement. Alright, that's one extra thing done and dealt with. Strack, Adele burst into the room. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. Absolutely. Oh dear, sorry for making you suffer through that. Alright, we need to get the craft skill from here. You know this. Yes, we get a new one. I believe strongly that I will be super fast. Always attack first, don't leave an enemy chance to touch you. Yes, super fast, super fast, super fast. Oh, you feel a little bit faster. You jump in place, trying to notice if anything changed. You jump right onto a pointy rock. You don't tear up. Not that much more agile then, huh? You and your allies' attack speed got boosted a little. Close your single eye. We will save. I have helped Mira in the last round. And we got her shield ability was pretty darn powerful. Okay. What are the odds of this being open phrase 1, 2, 3? Open phrase. Nothing happens. Alright, it's not that. What about you? Do you know anything? Oh, look at you, so scrawny. Yes, I did know I could press that to run. Because it's actually on by default, which made this pointless. Did you know? Did you know about this? Did you know this? Did you know this? Yes, do you run? Do you like running? You know this already, but you suppose it doesn't hurt to get a refresher. I've been running a lot. I'm glad. Running's very important. You can finish things faster. You can build up your endurance. You can avoid your problems. You can escape when a sadness runs after you. Oh? Everything okay? My kid sibling didn't know how to run very fast. I'm pretty fast, but not everyone is. So don't be afraid to use that one to run, okay? We're all counting on you. Hell yeah. I mean, I can run faster than you, like literally running laps around you. Yes, not from Vogard, that's fine. That's the rumor at least. From Pateria, came from Vogard for my studies a few months ago, talked to them before. Well, you've been to Pateria once, so... I've been to Pateria once. Ah, is that so? How did you like it? Very good plays. A fellow theatre fan! Nice! You give each other a nod as fellow actors. Does it matter if one of you isn't aware of it? That's nice. Sounds like a dead sibling? Yeah. That sounds like they were in the house and didn't get out in time. Something very bad happened there. I'm fishing. You look like someone who would like fishing. Would you like to fish for a little bit? Didn't catch anything last time, but maybe this time? Yes. Alright, this time for sure. We're still not going to get anything. Check the fishing pole. Find the same lure you used before. Check the fishing pole. Throw it. Sit down and wait. Fishing time. Nice day for fishing, ain't it? If you got that reference, you have good taste. Well, all right. That's going to actually give us something important at some point, isn't it? These two, I don't think we can do anything with yet, because the thing that I thought was related to them with the earring was actually for something in the castle itself. Actually, hang on. Let's see. Maybe I've got different knowledge. Yes, welcome. One of those people traveling with that Mirabelle, one of the saviors. Yes, I like barging into homes. Can you help me? Trying to figure out what to do with the necklace for my wife. Yeah. That's because these are necklaces, not earrings, so it's a bit different. Teardrop one. Why not? Perfect. Different necklace, same reaction. Yep. Okay, yes, I know, we'll kill the king. It's fine. We'll see if we can rescue them. Okay. I'm crafting jewelry. I don't think there's anything else that we can do. Alright, what else are we missing? There's meant to be a component for making a bomb somewhere in town. I'm guessing it's probably in here because we can't get into it. This is the place like we've not been able to get into this yet. But the thing is, I've not spoken to anyone that knows anything about it yet. Yeah, I could always ask Luke for a refresher. Sit and chill for a sec. Yes. That does look dark and terrifying, doesn't it? Horrifying, isn't it? Our beautiful house of change warped into such a terrible shape. The king waits inside, waits for the entire country to finally be frozen in time. I shall pray for your victory tomorrow. I suppose the king will have to wait a little bit longer. We've already killed him twice. Probably more than that, actually. Castle looks like a cat. I mean, I can kind of see how you got there. We don't know... I don't think I know what the deal is for Isabeau yet. I don't think we did his thing. I'm afraid to ask the tree. Yes, okay, we do this thing. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed? I get it. Anyway, I was just looking for the favor tree. Isn't this tree cool? Yep, time for a joke. It's a tremendous tree. Gotta do the joke. When you have a chance for a pun, you don't not take it. Get it now. This is him trying to touch you. You freeze. His hand is in the air. It goes closer, closer. His hand abruptly stops above your shoulder. Goes back to his side. That was funny. I gotta go soon, so you can do your thing with the tree, but do you want to talk before I go? Can I help you with anything? Do I need your help with anything? Well, maybe, kinda, but... Seems serious. Is there a big problem he needs help with? Steal yourself. Okay, well, I'd rather you ask everyone else if they need help first. Might take some time. Huh. Pass along, it might take a long time. Must be really important to him. Not seriously. So serious. Okay, so his has got to be the last one. Oops. We have to do everyone else's, and then we could be able to do this one. It's the final one. Oh my. Oh. Sometimes the text just goes a little bit too fast, and because I'm just spamming the button trying to get the text to go as fast as possible, I can accidentally trigger things. I'm not doing the other option. I'm not being that mean to Isabeau. Okay, there we go. Nothing else going on there. So let's talk to Loop about the bomb. Hey, Stardust. How can I help you on this wonderful new loop? What should I do next? You're doing so many different things. I need to know how to find out more about the loops. What should I do now? So, you've talked to the king and found out about something called Timecraft, was it? I wonder where you'd be able to find out more about it. There might be a book about it somewhere. Maybe the librarian in Dormont knows something. About the librarian in Dormont. Okay, okay. Yeah, we've not spoken to them about it yet. Oh, okay, that's the same one. Yep. Okay. Nothing there. What else might I want to check out? Find out more about the king. So, you talk to the king. It seems like he's using some type of craft called timecraft to freeze people in time, huh? Timecraft. Very close to something I know called Minecraft. Doubt it's related, though. I don't know much about it myself, but as always, if you need information about something, you should read a book. Maybe ask the librarian in the Dormont Library. She might know something. Okay. Let's see. I think that's all they can help with then. Because I know what I need to do to be able to help Bonnie, and that we can work through today. Because we basically have to go through the mealtime conversations and figure out what they actually like, and then come back here and get all three correct. But that's... Oh my... What was that little kick you just did there? Hey, Stella? That was adorable. Only I can't get the camera to tilt down any further. Please. That's the best view of it you're going to get. It's just that one little side eye down the bottom there. Ayla, gotta go pick up dinner to be lurking and unable to chat for a bit. No worries. Enjoy a tasting meal. Nothing wrong with that. Daniel, do you need everyone in the same loop if that's even possible? It seems like we're going to have to help everyone in the same loop in order to be able to help Isabeau, but that is definitely possible because now the things that I need are in place. It was the knowledge that I was missing. Mira, I just need to talk to her and go through her event. We already shown that we can do deals pretty easily, and I'm hoping that next time we can actually bypass a lot of it by just talking to the kids straight away. So we know how to do 2 of them. Bonnie's we're figuring out, and then we'll be able to do the last one with Isabeau. So I think we're getting close to doing that. The library is up here. Librarian, do you know anything about time magic? No, wait, this is the store. My bad, wrong one. You're not the librarian. The librarian was the other one that I was right next to. Probably Mirabelle getting stressed out for nothing. How would you react if she wasn't actually blessed by the Change God? Huh? What do you mean? If she wasn't blessed by the Change God, then it would mean the Change God abandoned us, right? It would mean there's no hope for Vogard, right? Where's this coming from, anyway? You said this hypothetically, right? She's really blessed by the Change God, right? Vogard will be saved, right? Ah, you get it now. Hypothetically, of course. Oh, okay. Whew, you had me worried for a second there. Ah, what a relief. Okay, let's not ever say that again. You understand Mirabelle a bit better now. Okay. Bookshelf? Old moldy books. Can't even read the titles. Yeah, that's not helpful in the slightest. Okay, this one was the library. Oh. Welcome to the library. Well, skip. Anything about Timecraft? Timecraft? Like, specifically? Not sure. You should look through books about craft. We have one here, but it might not talk about Timecraft much. I wonder, where could you find craftonomy books? It's in the house. We've definitely seen craftonomy in the house. Why did we not think to look up Timecraft in that? Oh, the study of craft in general is called craftonomy. I don't think the libraries here or in the house carry any. Maybe you should look elsewhere. Also, why am I thinking about candles right now? Must be nothing. Someplace other than the libraries. Maybe someone's dorm room in the house. Yeah, we've definitely found that before. Alright, anything else here? Filled with novels. Run Child Run. The Unrestrained. Cursing of Shadow Castles. Okay. Filled with more novels. Okay, it's the same on both. Gotta remember that. Come on. This one. Filled with books about culture. Travels the world. The house. Monasteries. The Change Good. Carvine Expressions. And an old book. Yes, I want to look at it. Can we read it yet? No. Still no go on that one. What is craft? Crafting for dummies. Creative craft. Okay. Pick up what is craft. Nah, we're good. Okay. So, for what we want to do then, we can actually skip the first meal time. Yeah? Yeah. I don't remember which one is which. Okay. I think we want to die. I don't think there's anything else I can do here right now. Stop that thing. We've done that. There's no point progressing through the tower in a normal manner. Or is there? Hang on. Hang on. Think about this. We learnt from last time that there was something else we needed in addition to the sharpening stone in order to fix the knife. And it was something I think that was down on a lower level. I don't think we can do the bomb XP sanity. I didn't even have the option to talk to Loop about it. We know where one of the components is. Let me check. I have an ability for talking to Loop. Craft. I wonder if I'm here, if it's just going to say, go talk to them. About to call Loop when you hear, Stardust, come talk to me. Yeah, okay. But I don't think they had an option to talk about the bomb. So I can't even get a hint on that yet, which tells me I don't need to worry about it. But let's just double check. Let's talk about something. Okay, we haven't done this conversation. The king really likes stars. He sure does. And you're... I'm what? You gesture towards Loop. You just gestured to all of me? Say what you mean, Stardust. Oh, here goes. Do you control the king? Control him? I wish. Alright, but are you working with him then? Ew, no. Okay, last question. Do you also want everything frozen in time? Sometimes. Sometimes? And what? And just because the king likes stars and I have a star head means we have to be friends somehow? Don't you like stars too? It's complicated. Exactly! Okay, I have a question about... Ooh, okay, we've got a few interesting things here. Alright, Mirabelle statue. Huh? Oh, the change card statue where you get the key knife! I didn't know your housemaiden made it. Explains why it looks so bad. It's true, sadly. I don't know much about the change belief, but maybe if you looked at a bunch of statues in the house, you might learn something about them. Okay. At the end, Isabeau, the thing he said he'd tell you at the end of your journey. Oh my god, Stella. She's just lounged out across both beds. Cute. So when you go to sleep at the clock tower, that's probably it. But someone interrupted him just as he was about to tell you. How unfortunate. If only there was a way to make sure he wouldn't be interrupted. Maybe you'd finally get to hear what he has to say. The key's happening too. Bunny was looking at a book. Yes, they were looking at a book about burial rituals because you all talked about what you'd all do if you died. No wonder the kid was upset about it. Pretty stupid of you adults to talk about that stuff where they could hear you. No wonder the kid hates you. And will you do something about it? Talk to your kid about it after, maybe. You can't. You can't even think about it. Mira has a fan. She does. But she doesn't actually remember meeting her fan, even though they shared classes together. How devastating. I wonder if there's a way to make her remember. Okay. And the bomb. You are going to make a bomb. Do it, do it, do it. It's going to be so useful. So you need a long thingy thing, a short gizmo gadget, and a secret ingredient. The short gizmo gadget's in your housemaiden's dorm room. I wonder where the rest is. When you have all three ingredients, just interact with one of them in your pockets to make it. Okay, so actually we had one of 3 items necessary. Bossfly, hey, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having a good day, mate. Let me know if you need a catch up on where we're at with things. Still trying to sharpen that key knife, huh? Using the sharpening stone you found on floor 1 didn't do the trick. But when you tried, your party said you were doing it differently than you usually do. What do they mean? You said you usually mumble something when you sharpen your dagger or carve wood. They might remember how you usually do things if they saw some wood carving tools, wouldn't they? I wonder where you could find some. Gotta be somewhere in the tower. Okay. I think that's about all we can do for now. Alright. Gently wave you goodbye, give him a nod, and walk away. Off we go. Thank you very much for your kind help. What's going to be alright to do it? I still need to pick up the sharpening stone, so I think we might as well go through these in order. So let's see how quickly we can move through Mirabelle's event now that we've done it for the first time. Alright, so which one will you choose? Point to the pile of papers. Alright, yes, we've done this one before. Maybe I can help. It's interesting because it's not actually giving me the option to skip any of this. Experience, he laughs silently. Okay, yes, no, it might take some time. Okay. I'm gonna guess the reason it gives that warning is you might not be able to skip it. Oh, no. Wow, you're here again. Now, you really don't have to go through this whole thing again. You can just zone through it and skip it completely if you'd like. You'll even still get their core skill. But if you do, the skill will be a tiny bit less useful. Your choice. That's interesting. Let's see what difference it makes. Skippity, skippity, skip, 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 skippity, skippity, skip. Wow! Amazing. We fixed all of your problems just like that. So what does the skill do differently then? Because that was for Adorable Moving Shield? No. Holy Care Shield. Makes all allies invulnerable to attacks for 1 turn. That still seems the same. 5-10 cooldown. I don't think that's really changed. But also for equipment, Odile, we've now got your Memory of a Secret Quest. Buff everything by 30. Attack goes from 170 to 200. Actually, an extra 30% luck is, or 30 points of luck is probably going to make a big difference as well. Let's do that. Electron Games, hello, how you doing? XP Sandy, skips a skip, don't care. Skip, 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 skip. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to do that in real life? You just sit down, you're like, I have heard this story before. Skip. Next, please. Electron Games, let me know if you need an explanation on anything that's going on. Have you played in Stars and Time before? Or you just joining in to see what's what? Okay, I think that's all we can do here. We need to go through the town normally because we do need the stone from the first floor. So we're going to have to skip a whole bunch of cutscenes and then we can get into some actual gameplay. Hello, everyone's here. Skip, 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 skip. Okay, food always tastes the same. You eat it anyway. Okay, they have an emotional moment. We're staying together. It's fine. Isabeau's whispering the name. Turn around and listen. I know you're gonna wuss out at the last moment. It's fine. Have a thing to tell me. Yeah. Against your will, you hold your breath. I don't have anything to tell you right now. Chicken. But I will. No. Dot, dot, dot. I just don't want to tell you right now. It might distract you. And we wouldn't want that, right? Yep, I get it. Okay. And then we accidentally wake everyone else up and off we go. Okay. That was nice. Why are you hiding down there, Panda? House's gate. Yes, no, we can open the door. We got the magical stones that we never even actually had to do anything. We just started the game with them. It was fine. Okay. We're back. Welcome to the house. Okay, this was the tutorial fight. That's stupid sadness. Attack. I'm supposed to be crawling with them. Alright, yep. We'll get it. You strike. So annoying. You've had enough of all these stupid sadnesses standing in your blinding way. Always here, always getting your way, always slowing you down. Why won't they all die? Not dead yet? You strike again. Not dead, not dead, not dead, not dead, not dead, not dead. There we go. I don't think we're doing okay. I got it. Uh-oh. My bad. I'm sorry. I think I might have hit it a little too hard. Okay. Stay silent and skip. We don't need to worry about that. We don't need to worry about that at all. Alright. Managed to beat the king earlier. You feel stronger. Gained a lot of XP. Now level 61! Okay. Don't kill it in one strike or they'll notice. Your attack lowered. Wow! I was wondering what would happen because I was like, Siffrin's just continuously getting stronger. I was wondering in the back of my mind if people would start to notice because I'm going to end at the point where I'm like 10, 20 levels higher than the rest of them. They're like, what? How did you level up so quickly? There. See? I'm good. I didn't kill it in one hit. We're fine. I'm just going to do this so we don't take any damage. Deal with it. Punching time. Yes, it's distracted. Do again. Perfect. Okay. We're fine. Mishtastic, hello. Yes, fun times for Sif all round indeed. I do feel for Sif. They didn't ask for this. Siffrin? You jump and laugh awkwardly. The lead, take the lead, take the lead. They're all counting on you. Don't scare them by acting weird. Got a memory of sadnesses. You always remember this. When equipped, sadnesses will flee from you. Yeah, but we actually still want the XP. Away. I say as I just avoid them all anyway. Okay, they're all slightly stronger than the last time I was here. Let's save. Now we just need to make sure that we do things correctly. Act 3 is definitely a longer act. Oh, storage room. Okay. You know what? I don't need any of that. We're good. Is also tutorial stuff? No. This was the key. Hey. Yep, we know what's up. Statue of the Change God, been destroyed. That doesn't help us. How are the friendship quests going? We did the one for Odile. That's been done. We messed up the one for Bonnie. Didn't know what they like to eat other than the rice. So we are going to try and trigger them again. Oh god. There's got to be something that happens if you get squashed by that rock a second time. I'm not going to let that happen. I nearly did though. I think if I walked forward like another couple of steps, I would have gotten squished. Can't remember if it's the left or right first, so let's start figuring this out. Okay, that's where the sword is. This is where the sharpening stone is. Okay. Got the sharpening stone. Lovely. There we go. Okay. Wait, I think I also need to trigger the locations of the weapons, because that makes Odile suspicious about things. I have to eat their favorite. It doesn't count. So I have to keep changing what I eat then. But that was probably not pineapple then. I have to try the Madeline next time and judge their reaction. Alright. Let's get punching. Promise everyone else is a little bit weaker. But it's fine. Super Sparkle, heal, go! Okay. There we go. Lovely. I thought I had a thing equipped that made it so we all started with a speed boost. Did I take that off? Is that a Siffrin thing? Banishes flee, max HP, 3 times memories, auto attack up. Oh, hang on, guys. Sorry, got a thing ringing. Be back in a second. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Fortunately, we've got an intercom system, and when it goes off, it spooks the cats a little bit. Oh, that was the wrong one. I want that one. We're back. Hi. Give them some treats, and hopefully they'll calm down a little bit. You can brute force without doing the snack zones. Yeah, possible. It would just take a number of attempts, and it feels like there's other things to do by going through the house anyway. So it's like, well, why not? What was it? Yeah, so was it Odil's one? We changed that. Yeah, okay. They had first strike, which is the speed up. Okay. I think the extra stats are probably worth it a little bit more. Mishtasik, your doggo got hurt last night. My doggo hurt themselves last night and now has a corneal ulcer, so he gets eye drops every 4 hours to encourage to heal properly. That's rough. Corneal ulcers are no joke. But then also trying to give medication to a pet is always tough because they don't understand that it's for their benefit. She stole the treat that was meant for Stella. Panda's a little bit more treat motivated than Stella is. Alright, I think we're good with what we've got equipped then. Mira's got the Memory of Faith, which is all 30 as well. Isabeau's just got their own memory on because they don't have the better ones yet. Don't think... like, they'll get those by leveling up. I think they're fine. Okay, so we need the key. That was the weapon room. So this one we have to go to the right first. I always forget which floors are like right first versus left first. Okay. Be through. Up here is a room of not much. Is there something? Board games. Okay. Cutlery and kitchen utensils. Yeah, nothing here that we actually need, I don't think. We also know we're on the lookout for a bedroom, which will have some things in it we need. Okay, this we saw. That was Bonnie's book. Okay, don't touch the thing. Locked. Oh, that's the storage room. Okay. I think this is just more items in here. Okay. Vials, do salty broths. Got another Change God statue. I don't know which one it thinks we're meant to be looking for. Another book in a language that we can't read, so we're gonna have to come back to that later. Tarian Vogardian Dictionary. Okay, Taciturn, we've seen that before. Yes, can I help you, Stella? Okay, you did want to go over there anyway. I swear to God, these cats. Troublemakers, both of them. Have we got the bomb party in the village? We have not. I'm assuming it's behind the locked door. We don't know the passphrase for it yet. So, if it's somewhere else and I missed it, then that's on me. I thought I checked everywhere, at least everywhere that I was expecting it to be. Maybe I should check the places I'm not expecting it to be. Like random trees. Would you not? Alright. We'll heal you up. You're fine, no deal. Don't worry about it. Yeah, those extra stat points are making a big difference. Alright. Let's go over here. Okay, sadness. Time for you to die. I think what the things that we're looking for are on the second floor. So we'll make our way there. I also don't know what type you are at the moment. Ah, cool. Scissors are the way to go, apparently. Super Sparkle Heal! Okay. Let's pass a turn back to Siffrin. It looks so serious now. And you can do that one. Body! Ow. Yeah, we can keep it up. And a regular attack. That still killed it. We didn't get to trigger the jackpot. Fine. Starcrest. Got it. Go down this way. Use the thing. Yes, use the Starcrest. Ring! Okay. Due to pain meds, your pup is sleepy. Oh, poor baby. They're doing their best. Ow! You hit your hip into the blinding, stupid, ugly counter again. Siffrin, did you really hit the counter? And yes, I said, yeah, who cares? Whoa. Friend, are you? Huh. You angry? Oh god, it's gonna happen every time, isn't it? With the stupid egg key. Yep, that's an egg. Oh shoot, I should have said no time. Got things to do. What? That's the annoying thing, like, there's no reason for it to not allow me to skip this if I wanted to, but I can't. Yes. Battle from a preteen. Something needs to change. Okay, yes, I need the body weapon for the sus. Okay, they're still looking at it. They tried to bite it. It's not actual egg. Okay, thank you for the key. The walk is here, I think. Yep. It's not actually there. Okay. I think that's everything that we need from here. So, back we go. Now we go, I think it's all the way to the left with the egg key. Nah, got me. Look, the extra, like, victory points or whatever they're called are actually useful. They serve a purpose. We need paper for this one. Alright, let's speed everyone up. Throw a heal there. And then we can start with some paper. Okay. We do have that special ability now. We'll have to test that out later when we get to a more difficult fight, I think. Because it still ruins your combos is the problem. No, Done heal. Turn it up. Go. Punch him again. Yeah. Okay. XP. No. Okay. Every little bit counts, because it will make the next time round a little bit easier. Wait, do you have the... Oh, this guy's got the time freeze skill. This could be bad. Right, let's get moving. I wonder if the Holy Care Shield will protect us. Okay, we've got a durable moving shield. We should be okay. Can't hit me. Want to do just regular attacks here. Paper 3. Oh, of course you had to get Odile. Fine. Let's pass back to you. Punch again. Okay, Mira's got Artsy Silent Burst. Okay. One down. That's enough of that. Get you topped up. And punch again. I should have done the attack boost. That would have made more sense. Because we're just getting all healed now anyway. And it doesn't matter. It's dead. It was gonna die either way. Right. So I think where we want to be is back over to the left. There's still one more locked door over here. Me. Whoa, nah. Couldn't juke that one. Oh, it's one of you guys. Wow. That was a lot of damage. Holy cow. Okay, let's just hit everyone. Jeez. Alright, you need to get topped up. You're going to kaboom. Love it. No, because Odile doesn't have a multi-target attack. And they can't pass their turn either. Like, come on, you should at least be able to do one of those two things. Jeez. We need to top you up a little bit. And RC Silent Burst. That'll do it. Alright, key time. Open the door. Ooh, we got past that one. We got lucky there. Not today. Was there something in here we need? Books on the House of Change. Book in the series of that. Open the closet. Pair of no glasses in there, but there's some supplies. Got a salty broth. More sus points. Okay. Candle making. Okay, this is the room we want, I think. A craftonomy book. We found it. Oh, is this the craftology book? Piercing craft, creative craft. Where's the protecting craft chapter? It's a craftonomy book, not a craftology book. This one's about the study of craft, not your fortune. Book about the study of craft. Could it have any information about timecraft, maybe? Does that craftonomy book have anything on timecraft? Timecraft? What for? It is related to our situation, isn't it? With the king? We don't have time.
What's timecraft? I don't know what that is.
We should have a crash course on timecraft then. Fine. Odile flips through the book. Hey, Electron!
2, 3, 4, 5 join the crusade.
You're a legend, mate. Thank you so much for the sub. To celebrate that, both the kitties are getting a treat. Turn this a little bit so you can vaguely see where they are. Oh, thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the content. All right, let's see if we actually learn anything interesting from this, or if this is another fake out. Does have a section on timecraft. All right, so timecraft is, as the name implies, the power to wield and craft time itself. It's a type of... This is new music. It's a type of craft that's been hypothesized to exist for decades, but its existence has never been proven. I'm always excited and cautious when a new music track starts playing, because that means something significant is happening. Until now, right?
Stuffing time? That's what the king does, right? So the king's using timecraft?
The king most likely is, yes. Which would make it the first time in history someone managed to harvest that power. Outside of stories told in family tales, that is. I've heard of scholars outside of Ogard are really excited right now. Timecraft, confirmed to be real, finally came out of alpha.
So they're happy because he froze people in time?
Well, it's more complicated than that. Morals aside, it does change everything we knew about timecraft. Think about how timecraft could be used. The king is only stopping people's time, but it could be used for many other things. It could be used to hasten or slow people's time too. Maybe make people's bodies younger or older. Maybe make buds grow into trees in an instant. Worst case scenario could be used to change history itself. Crafting time to go back in time and change history.
Wow.
Whoa. The possibilities are endless and terrifying. Definitely not the kind of power you want in someone's hands. And definitely not someone like the king. And correct me if I'm wrong, but crafting time wouldn't be like crafting clay to a specific shape or crafting a sword. Those are easy enough to do and won't tire you out, but crafting time? Something as basic and essential as time? Wouldn't it ask for immense amounts of power? Exactly. Crafting clay barely asks for any power from the user, but crafting time? It was theorized that crafting time, even to pause time for a single second, would probably kill the user immediately.
Kill them dead?
Kill them dead. And yet, the king is still alive. So it raises the question, what gave him enough power to use timecraft without dying? How did he learn how to use it? Good questions, Isabeau. You have pretty smart insights sometimes. I sure do.
Timecraft is what the king uses, and it's dangerous. Got it.
I suppose talking about this was useful. I'm surprised you're curious about this, though. Siffrin? You shrug. Timecraft. A type of craft that allows the user to control time. Isn't that what you and the king have been using? But neither of you should be able to use it. Using it would ask for immense amounts of power. So then, what gave you this power? Should ask the king about this. What if it isn't enough? What if he doesn't want to tell you anything about timecraft? You've talked to the king and the head housemaiden. Are those really the only two people that would know anything about the loops you're stuck in? Who else could you talk to about the loops? Theorize. Oh, wait. There is one person. Yeah, Loop. Alright, call Loop. Make the secret hand sign and think about talking to Loop. Close your eyes. Mishtastic, King be super sus with his timecraft mastery. Incredibly sus, but also a dot that I just joined that I'm surprised I hadn't made earlier. One of the initial abilities that Siffrin has is a speed up boost for all of the party members in combat, which could be considered fast forwarding time. They've had it for a while and they do use it in combat. Thank you for calling. How may I help you? I had a question about none of those things. That's fine. Let's talk about something. I'd love to chat Stardust, but you have other things to do, don't you? Come by and see me anytime. We'll have time to chat about it whenever you want. Ah, seriously? I can't. Fine. Have to do that when we're next back in town. That's annoying. Alright, take the extra items. There you go, hold those, Bonnie. How to craft candles, that's fine. I think that's all we needed from here. Been in here yet, have we? No. This. Art books, found the broken egg key. Water! Yes, we found it in there. Tiny paintings. Don't think there was anything else here. Oh yeah, let's take a card. What do we get this time? Drawing of a pair of scissors. Bottom says 2 of swords. I'm sure that'll be useful for something. Can I look at it? Pockets. Souvenirs. Drawn card. Look at the card. You wonder who drew this. Okay, that is a solid nope. Papers seem to be various newspaper articles about the king. I know. I am definitely trying to keep them in mind for later. But it's going to be useful for something. Alright, off we go. Oh, damn it, he still got me. Not fast enough. Need a speed boost on my running. Jeez. He's going to be weak to scissors. Oh, yeah. So let's just get a heal off. And you can just pass your turn straight back to Zifrin. And we'll finish this guy off. Boom, boom, boom. Love it. Love it when we get an enemy that's actually weak to Zifrin. What a hyper-specific weakness. They're treating it like Pokemon. I've got a weakness to water. I've got a weakness to earth. I've got a weakness to fire. I've got a weakness to Zifrin. And they're pointy scissors. Well, screw you too, mister. Jeez. Alright, fine. Time for you to die, I guess. Get punched. Alright. Heal yourself up. Paper 3. Oh, come on. Why you gotta do that? Bonnie! Missed. Ah, boo! Bonnie has... Oh, final blow. Yeah, there we go. I was about to say, Bonnie hasn't got a kill in a long time. They earned that one. Trying to be sneaky? Yeah, okay, you got me. It just looks like an angry ball sack. I'm sorry. Like it's probably just meant to be a weird lump or an onion or something, but it does kind of look like that. Just putting it out there. Come on. Let's deal with it. Oh god, it even splits into 2 when you hit it. That's just gross. It's kind of an onion boxer, or more like a garlic bowl, because it's got the 2, like it's got the bit in the middle that separates it into 2, and onions don't look like that. Onions are all just one bulb. That's the bit that throws me. It's not quite right. There we go. Oh, that was a decent chunk of XP. 550 for that one. Have more of those, please and thank you. Okay, we can come back down this way to save. So at least at that save point, we've got the extra buffs stored. Okay. Everything's recorded for there. Boom, boom, boom. Done. And then we go back up. Second floor is where we should find some more interesting stuff. Yep. This is kind of where I'm glad that I am doing this streaming, because in a single stream we can get through the whole tower pretty much and find all the little new bits and pieces that we need. Whereas I think if I were playing this on my own, sometimes I only have like an hour or so to play at a time, and I'd be doing it more piecemeal, and that would make it feel a little more tedious, I guess. Alright, Mr. Sadness, time for you to die. Okay. Big ball head. Absolutely. Week 2 paper. Hey, yes, paper sign. But doesn't mean something? I don't know, mate. Hard to tell. Oh goody, we're all having turns at the same time today. Love that for us. Well, let's get going. He will top you up. You will be fine. Don't actually have an ability that's useful, so just pass your turn, buddy. Waboom! I wish that counted for 3 scissors, but it doesn't. If only. Aw, you had to change now? Why? We were just getting going on that. It was good. Alright. Paper it is then. At least it like doesn't do 5 and then clear itself. It does keep stacking up. So it's not the end of the world. Right. We don't really need the defense boost. I think we're fine. Let's just keep going. Paper 3! What else have I got? Let's do Holy Care Shield. You can't hurt me. Sucks to be you. Haha. Let's pass a turn back so we get another paper hit in. Nice. And attack boost. Just in time for the combo, hopefully. Yep, paper. Alright. Even Siphon looks more bored in the combo attack now. They're not even excited to partake in it. Like, alright, fine, let's do it. Time for you to die, I guess. Can't hit him with anything but paper at the moment, so might as well just guard. Any other ability would just be a waste. Okay. Presumably it'll change elements soon anyway. No point in any of those. Okay. Oh, no. Please pass a turn back. Get him, Isabeau. Good crit. Can't do paper 3 again yet. Come on. That's a silent burst. Good, good. Okay. Another combo. Actually, I'm gonna go sleep, getting late. No worries. Have a good sleep. The rest of the VOD will be up shortly after we wrap up the stream anyway, so you can always catch up on it there. But hopefully I'll see you again next week. We stream every Saturday and Sunday. Ooh, change, but we can't see anything. Bonnie just... Oh, ooh, back-to-back Bonnie! 2,700 damage, Bonnie. Bonnie, what have you been eating? You are so strong. Holy cow. Siphon reached level 62 and learned the craft skill Rose Printed Glasses. Mirabelle's now level 46. Isabeau's 46, learns So Weak. And Odil's 46 as well. We'll have to see what that new move does. Good job, us. Yeah, Bonnie getting that damage in, hitting real hard. Okay, what does Rose Printed Glasses? Is a paper attack. Deals weak paper damage to one enemy, gives 2 jackpot points instead of 1. So that's like the Inner Wire Rockadile, but for paper. Nice. Look at you go, Siphon. You're learning to be more versatile. There is going to be commentary later about pulling the weight of the entire party, isn't there? Alright, it is mealtime. First one. We're going to skip. We're going to do a meal. Okay. We know... okay. We've already done this one, but it's fine. We know that it is the onigiri. But they do say specifically about the rice. Eat the apple onigiri before Dio has time to realize what's inside. You like it, friend? I tried to change the recipe a bit. Really? What did you change? I don't remember this. You often experiment with food in very interesting ways, so I'd be curious to know what you did with this carb one recipe.
I added apple slices as filling. It's okay. Deal. I know you're old and don't like change, so have one with a plum if you want.
Thank you.
So, do you all like it? Did I do a good job as snack leader?
You nod, but prepare yourself for what comes next. Yeah, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
Not make body sad. Thank you for the delicious meal. Okay, this bit we've seen before. Cool. Nice. Okay. We know that works. I don't remember this question. Which one's Isa?
That's like a little brother.
Which one's Odile?
Actually, feels more like a grandma, isn't she? And you definitely can't be friends with your grandma.
Interesting. Which one's Mira?
Feels like a cool sister. The one who'd give me sweets when I ask. I like my actual older sister who sucks.
Interesting. Maybe there are other conversational things here that I missed. Okay, the save point. Check. No, nothing there. Yes, still hungry. Yeah, please. Whatever this is. Isabel was so surprised by what you said he had destroyed the cookie he was holding into 1,000 crumbs. No, not the cookie. Ziff, you can't just say that. I really have the heart of a delicate maiden, you know. You have to be careful with me. Yeah, you feel awful about the cookie too. I'm so sorry, bud. Okay. The people in the house? Yes, well, they're most likely all frozen in time, aren't they? We haven't seen anyone yet, but maybe someone survived? Maybe the head housemaid managed to... Tell me a joke, Siffrin, please, to get my mind off things. Had a meeting with a plum today. Well, let me guess. That's okay, we can skip that. We've seen that before. Maribel stole the joke. How dare they? Okay, nothing new there. We are ready. Let's go. We need to clear floor 2 as quickly as possible. Please and thank you. I don't remember what I'm doing. I think we are going this way first. This feels right. Is this the room with the... No, this is the classroom. Well, we do need this. Okay. We open it up. We get the crying key. Ta-da! Because we need that for the next floor. Hey. Hello, welcome back. Now we've seen the pitiful experience one before. I do love the number of puns in this. Oh, okay. You again. Alright. You come to die. Can I mention something you might miss? As long as it doesn't contain spoilers. Yeah, of course. Okay, we don't know what type you are. Let's figure it out. You're weak to scissors. That'll do. Let's get you healed up. Okay, pass a turn back. Let's go again. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, double crit, nice. And scissors again. Attacked by nostalgia. Bonnie didn't have enough wheat bix on that one. And you're dead. Goodbye. Chunk of XP. We get the star crest. Okay. I was getting confused about this note on the wall here. Stop eating nuts. Like, it's got to be just a gag one, right? Okay. So we need to start getting some keys to get through that. Oh, come on. I just want to go around opening doors. What can we... I can actually use the rock move here. Why not? It's weak, but it's better than doing nothing. Let's do the Holy Care Shield. Just because I'm sick of getting hurt. Smash! In the words of Izuku Midoriya, smash! Oh dear. Gray, welcome! Shouldn't have stayed in bed so long. Get a good sleep in? Oof. Investigate the classroom? Okay, we'll go back and have another look at the classroom. I know I checked out most of what was in there, but evidently I must have, like something must have changed that I'm not aware of. Rose printed glasses. Bonk. Super Sparkle Heal. Yeah, it's that. Ideal might be able to finish it off. Nice. You slept a lot. I am a little bit jealous. Because of how I set up my week, I basically never get a sleep in. Because I work Monday through Friday, and then I stream at like starting at 8 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. So I'm basically up at 7 a.m. every day. Which is good from a routine perspective, but bad because I'm terrible at going to bed at a reasonable time, and I'm usually up till around midnight, and I really shouldn't be. But I get by. Alright, bought with some doodles in the corner. It's a nice classroom. All that before. Someone wrote on the board, don't stay with your mistakes. Don't be afraid to start over. Okay, board. That is different. Note stuck to the wall. It says no snack eating in this room. Out of the corner right, you see Bonnie chomp on an apple. That tracks. Destroyed statue. Bookcase filled with books about many, many random things. Something called the bonding earrings. Yeah. We've flipped through that before already. Comment on the earrings. Follow the script. Okay. Check all the other desks. Files. That was the one that we found. The Mark super awesome cool notebook. Open issue of the Cursing of Shadow Castle. Empty desk. Open notebook. Very lovely handwriting. Oh, I recognize this handwriting. This is the seat of a... there you are. There you are. Aha. Okay, thank you. Yes, I would have never found this. Interesting. A very scary lady with amazing fashion sense. She often wore this very cool dress, and she always had her hair in, dark in a bun. We often had the same classes, but she probably doesn't know I exist. I'm a little sad about it, and I always wanted to ask her for some fashion tips. Wait, this sounds like... That's the stylish lady I was talking to you about. Who? The stylish lady next door in Dormont? Yes, her, your fan.
You have a fan, Bill?
Mira, remember us when you're famous.
So that's who you meant. Yes, I know her. But, see, if you said she was scary, I would have known who you meant. She has a very intense glare, and she talks in a way where I never know if she's making fun of people or not.
You make a face. The stylish lady didn't look very scary when you talked to her.
If you see her again, look into her eyes. You know what I mean.
You might try that. Either way, you should go talk to the stylish lady and let her know that Mirabelle knows her. Isla, happy to help. Most people don't think to check, and it only happens if you talk to Mirabelle earlier about this person. Ah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, it would have taken me a long, long time to find that. Let's just double check. Is there anything else in here that we need to look at? More school books. That's fine. There's just some frozen flowers that smell like flowers. Students' papers. More students' papers. Students' name, classes. This is where we find out that Mira's name is like on everything. And people have more than one name. Okay, I think that's everything there then. Let's keep going. We've got one of the keys. We need to go back to the left now. What? Hello. Weird little weeping love heart thing. The cartoony yet abstract design of the enemies is pretty wonderful. Alright, let's get punching. Can't touch this. Okay. More rock. And rock. Yay! Hey, okay, some level ups. Good. That means when we save, we will have those remembered for the next time we get here. Happy days indeed. Okay. There's the frozen person. Yep. Skip. Okay, nothing else we can interact with there. Alistair, hello. I have a question. People have recommended this game to me, but I don't like the art style. Is it worth it to get past it? I would say if you're a fan of story-centric RPGs, it's absolutely worth it. This game's doing some phenomenal character writing. It's the kind of game that, honestly, I probably wouldn't have gotten into if the community hadn't pushed me to do it, and I'm glad that they did. I'm really enjoying my time with it. It's a little grindy and repetitive at times, but not from the perspective of needing to, like, grind for experience to level up because the enemies get more powerful, but because you have to repeat things for information. Okay, gardening classmate, that's fine. Plants, there's some tonics on the side. Thank you. Hold them, please. Dying plant, I think this was Mirabelle's one. Mirabelle's tiny dying plant. Okay, those ones are all good. Frozen flowers that smell like flowers. You try your best to pass through the tight space between your allies' tables and the wall. As you pass through, you realize, not for the first time in this situation, that everyone unconsciously makes sure to not touch you any more than necessary. Not the best feeling, but there must be a reason they're not touching you, so you leave it alone. Because we don't like to be touched. The art is good quality. It reminds me of Omori, but the art style is just not my thing. Try Omori if you haven't. It looks very similar to this game. Omori is another one that's been recommended to me. I've also been told that I need to play One Shot, which, interestingly enough, I did recently receive a free key for, so we might go ahead and check that out sometime after we wrap up in Stars and Time. Oh, there's something on this one. Sifrin, are you curious about the Change God statues, perhaps? Oh, I'm just wondering why they're broken. That's the king's doing, isn't it? Statues of the Change God, and the king wants to freeze Vogard in time, so maybe the king wanted to make a statement. Look how useless your god is, that sort of thing. But only the faces are destroyed. Normally you destroy the whole statue, right?
The face is important, deal.
Oh?
Yes. So every statue we've seen so far is made by a different crafter or artist.
It's kind of a cultural thing to craft your own Change God. Change God is always changing, always different. And we all have our own version of the Change God in our brains.
The Change God is always depicted wearing the same clothes, so they're at least recognizable in that way. But their face is always changing.
I think the Change God has like 1,000 eyes. That's how they can see everything.
I've heard someone say that the Change God had sewn their mouths shut, unable to tell us how to change and leaving it to us poor humans to figure it out.
I had a dream they had dimples.
And since it's crafted by us, it's supposed to represent our connection to the Change God. The Change God, by their very nature, doesn't interact with humans much.
Except for when they blessed Mirabelle.
Ah, yes. But by crafting the Change God's face, we get linked to them in some small way. And some people even get to communicate with the Change God through the statues they made as well.
Oh,
Really?
nah, not really.
Yes, really! I've met someone who's talked to the Change God when they finished their statue.
Was it in a dream, maybe? Because, you know that doesn't count.
Anyway, that's why all the statues are different from one another. Interesting. So it's a cultural tradition to make your own statue, and it's a connection between you and the Change God.
How do you connect with your gods, madam?
We make shrines for our gods, and everyone shares the shrines.
Sharing gods?
Interesting. Now that you know more about the statues and the Change belief, maybe you could check Mirabelle's statue one more time. That's the one up on the 3rd floor, isn't it? Ah, yes, Head Housemaiden's office. Okay, yes, we'll come here and get the key. Yoink. We know it's there. You guys can just chat while I find it.
Cool. Perfect. Thank you. Oh yeah, having two first names can be pretty annoying. I've recently had trouble registering for an exam and could almost not participate since my names got mixed up. Oh, I'll trade you one. My in-laws had a family tradition for the firstborn girl in the family, the firstborn daughter, where they would, like, everyone would get a first name, a middle name, and a last name. But for the firstborn daughter, they would be called by their middle name instead of their first name. So if your name was like, I don't know, Sally Jess. Let's go with that. It sounds silly, but Sally Jess, everyone would call them Jess. And what they would do then is they would pass one of those names on to become the middle name. So it was like this weird chain. So if they were Sally Jess, their first daughter would be called Jess Catherine, but they would be called Catherine, and then their eldest daughter would be called Catherine Elizabeth, and they would be known as Elizabeth. You can imagine how much of a pain that is for dealing with like IDs and things like that. Always being called by your middle name instead of your first name. Thankfully, they broke the tradition eventually because it's a silly tradition. Alistair, if you like experimental RPGs, try Hylix. It's made entirely of clay sculptures that have been pixelized and the story is extremely abstract. I've heard good things about Hylix, actually. There's a few people in the community over on the Discord that are big fans of that game. So, yeah, it's another one that's been on my radar to try out. I need exposure to more of these, like, actual, like, cult classic RPG making games. Okay, wonder if calling him King gave him more notoriety, but so the King's just a name that he chose. Maybe that's something you could ask him about. Absolutely. Okay, that was a useful little tidbit of information there. Very boring subjects. Just a standard pillar. These more photos? Childish drawings. Was that you, Mira? Take a paper. It's an essay about 3.5% of people who are dual craft type users like Mirabelle. What about us that can use all three? What does that make us then? We're an anomaly. Alright, we know that falls down. Cool. Off we go. Okay. Key time. Open the door. Do I need to do anything for you? Ah, yes, they're looking for their partner. I think they're the one that had the earring. Yeah. Right, book over here has another key in it. Don't think there's anything else here. Actually, let's read Steppy Steppy Cooking. Open the book. No key. Book falls open on a recipe for some kind of carb-one dumplings. Dumplings! Ah, those are called gyozas, Burnerface.
Gyozas! How do you make them?
Please stop screaming.
Sorry. How do you make them?
Bunny looks intently at the recipe.
Oh. Okay. That's crabbing easy.
Our tiny little adorable chef's at it again.
What? Ah, sorry. We can go. I can look at it later.
No, it's fine. You might as well look at it now.
Okay. My sister, she...
What about your sister, Bunny?
It doesn't matter. Can we go now?
Bunny. No. Poor little Bunny. Alright, let's get the key. How convenient that the paper key is inside of a book. Press the switch. Although, now I think about it, I don't think there's actually anything in there. Wow, a secret passage! Nice one. You're the one who found it, buddy. Alright. Was there actually a thing I need in here? I think this might have just been a one-off. Yeah, I think we've got what we need. Because that's the one about shields. Yeah. I think we're okay. Can't read that one yet. Sparkly tree on the cover. Oh, I missed that. Dang it. I looked back too late. Was that a sub or a follow? Either way, whatever it was, thank you. It obviously wasn't a super chat or I'd be hearing the text right now. Why is there no event log so I can see what the things were that I missed? That's the most frustrating thing about this software. It was a raid! Ah! Haven't had one of those in a long time. Welcome everyone that's here. Good thing I allowed raids, absolutely. Welcome to everyone that just joined in. If you have questions about what's going on, please let me know. But we're currently playing in Stars and Time, and we're doing some little puzzle solving on the side. I raided with a party of 2. 3 EMAD0, thank you, appreciate it. There we go. I found where the feed is. It's like literally one line of text on my screen, so half the time I don't even see it. But we're good. We've got it. Welcome indeed. Apologies, because this game is a little slower paced, but if you need some context, I am happy to give it. The only thing we do in these streams is we make sure that we don't backseat game. So if you have played in Stars and Time before and know its secrets, its many, many secrets, we try not to give away anything unless I specifically ask. Hope that's cool. I don't think the other person is looking. It was a small raid, but I appreciate it. That's the thing. Actually, maybe you can give me a little bit of my advice, 3EMAD. I've been meaning to try to like actually get into a good routine of remembering to set up raids to other streamers afterwards. Is that just something that's considered like good etiquette on streams? Is like kind of pass that over and do raids at the end of a stream? Because I've literally not done it before and I've always wondered if I should. As although I've been streaming for over a year now, we're coming up to a year on Twitch actually, it's not something I've particularly paid attention to. It's something I've been doing just because other people enjoy watching it. Like, I'm not investing a lot of time and energy into it. It's like, well, I'll do it because people have asked for it. Alistair, I messaged an indie game dev that doesn't use AI, seeing if they wanted their game with under 200 views, if they want to be featured on the channel. Turns out they gave up on the game and the fandom. That is really sad to see, actually. I'm so sorry to hear that. Did they actually finish their game? Like, if it's released, I'm definitely happy to check it out, because there's definitely been instances of games becoming extraordinarily popular well after they released, simply because they get uncovered as a passion project further down the line. So maybe that'll be the case and it's something we can help spotlight. Yeah, a bit of a shame when games are released and they don't get the reception that the developers were hoping for, and so they kind of give up on it. They go, well, what's the point now? There we go, lovely moving cure, that's good. Perfect. Got what we needed from there. 3Mad, you should. It's really fun to meet other streamers and ambush people. I need to. The problem is that, like, a lot of the people that I would want to raid aren't streaming at the time that I am, because Australia is just weird and inconvenient for that kind of thing. I'm trying to think, like, from the perspective of setting that up, is that something that you would look in advance to go, who should I raid, like, after my stream finishes? Or is it something that you look at when you're finishing your stream? You go, oh, let's see who we can raid, like, who's doing something similar to what you're doing, or something that looks interesting. I don't know what the etiquette is on it. It's an interesting one. It's a free download. It has 101 reviews. It's called Friend Sim 2, if you want to check the game out. I might do it at some point in the future. I will try and remember it, but as you know, my memory is not fantastic. But if you want to hop over to the Discord and put it into the channel content thread there, that'll give me a higher probability of actually keeping an eye on it. Alright, so let's get you dealt with. Boom. Okay. And that's a combo, so everyone gets a full heal. And that little guy is gonna die. Beautiful. That's exactly how a fight should go. Right, where are we going now? I keep getting distracted and forgetting what I'm doing. We got the key, we got the thing. I think we need to go back to the right-hand side now to use one of the keys. There's still somewhere that we need to use the necklace to pass through some of the floaty tier things. But for now, all I remember is that we need to go this way. Dodged by that enemy. This one's going to get me though, isn't it? Oh, not today. Not you either. There we go. Key time. Perfect. Open the door. Okay, usually think to raid maybe before starting, but it's usually mostly an afterthought. Ah, yes. This bit. Should have saved so I could reload if I needed to. Okay. I remember correctly that I need to go down for the key. I don't know what's up or if that's related. No. If I need to get something from the first and second floors to fix the knife, then I can't not get to the key. So the thing for the knife can't be by going up here. It just can't be, because logically that makes sense. I have to be able to progress to the end because the knife is on the third floor. So you have to get something from first, second, and third. Therefore, if you make a choice that blocks your progress, that can't be correct. So this has to be this. Okay. We're using logic all up in this. Not today. Okay. Put me on the counter. Found the scissors key. Beautiful. Okay. Yep. All nod. All makes sense. Was there something else here we need? Traps and how they work. Nothing more to learn there. The book thief. Frozen in time. Got the thing. Barrel. Don't shake it. Shake it. Carving wood. Here it is. It is in this room. This is what we needed. I haven't tried carving wood in forever. Everyone mentioned you usually mumble when you sharpen your dagger or carve wood. Will you be able to sharpen the key knife if you remember how you usually do it? Pick up the carving wood, looking at it from all angles, trying to remember. Please don't look bad. Please don't look bad. Please don't look bad. What? Oh, you don't remember? That's what you were saying. Last time you were carving something. You were carving a little Odile, and Odile said that if it looked bad, she'd ask me to cover your dinner with potatoes. You were mumbling, please don't look bad, the whole time. You usually mumble things like this under your breath when you carve or sharpen your dagger, or do something similar. Please have symmetrical eyes. Please look at least a little bit like a wolf. Please don't stab me in the hand while I carve. It feels like you're talking to whatever you're making, or to your tools. Did you never realize you were doing it? You really do this? How embarrassing. It's cute, Sifrin. And also when you do mumble, whatever you're carving does look really nice. It's when you're not mumbling that your stuff looks awful. Huh. Well, sounds like you should try this sharpening thing again. Well, once we get the knife, I absolutely will. Okay. Coming through. Over here. Door locked tight. Oh, this is the word lock. That was the wrong thing. This is the one where the passphrase is literally password 123. Okay. Say it aloud. Unlocks. No change. Yes, it was absolutely that. It's not smart. 3 med. Also, raids give points for people who participated in the raid, so it could be something that viewers would appreciate if they didn't find a new streamer in the raid. Ah, I did not know that. There's a lot of little things around, like, how Twitch works as a platform that I don't fully understand. And that's okay. Oh, yes, we get the piece of glass from here. Last time we used it, we hurt ourselves, and that was kind of it. So this time I'm just going to hold on to it. Grape stomping student, yes. Another statue of the change god, destroyed. Empty compressor, something under it. Yoink, more salty broth. You're having a bad time because you're frozen. You're not actually having any time now I think about it. Memory croissants. Oh god, it's actually going to trigger it again. Yes, that was enough to swear off it forever. We had a burnt one. Cool, we're good. Off we go. Alright, have to remember I don't actually need to go in there unless it's to get items. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right, like 3 med. If I were to do a raid, I would probably try and like raid a streamer that doesn't have particularly many viewers. Because I think like streaming is always more fun when we've actually got a few people hanging out that you know are either listening in and just enjoying being part of the experience even if they're not chatting. And then you've always got a couple of people who will comment on what's going on or have knowledge to be able to help out as well. So it's like, it's just like gaming with a group of friends. What's not to like about that? There we go. As long as those friends aren't mocking every single decision that you make. But to be fair, if they're doing that, they're probably not your friends. Or you should get better friends at the very least. Alright, we'll come back down here and save. We've got the key we need to be able to get through the main door on this floor, so we can at least get that one done. Then we'll finally be able to go up and get the key. The key knife, rather, and see what happens when we sharpen it. Yes, we'll save here as well, just so both of those are done, because if we use our time warping to come back to this location, we go back to here, and we don't want to miss out on anything that we've learned. Alright, through the door. We'll have to do another boss fight. But that's fine. It's free experience. Not going to complain about that. Hello, 2 Sanderses. Yes. Time to slice and dice. Until it is very, very dead. Oh, both the kitty cats on the side there are totally passed out. For those who were here before, there's Stella. Curled up like a little burnt croissant. And Panda is radioactive today. Don't ask why. She just is. Okay. Let's take down this one. It's always easy to deal with the paper one because we've got so many more paper style attacks. Let's get the holy hair shield up so we just don't have to deal with getting more hurt at the moment. Siffrin, have another turn. You're up. And boom. Beautiful. Half dead already. You love to see it. Scissors. Go. Oh, you actually froze them in time. That's very rude. Okay. Gonna have to do some buffs to fix that. Let's start with a lovely moving cure to get you back in the game. Okay, that's fine. Because we're going to get a full heal pretty soon, so I'm not too concerned. Short-haired one is going to do a thing, heals the other one. Oh. Okay, yes, it killed the other one, healed itself in the process. You're so shocked. You're acting like you're seeing it for the first time. Weird. Alright, let's slow you down. Bonnie! For the snacks. Very nice. Okay. Around Rondo. And combo time. Get him. Beautiful. Alright. And we'll just hit you. How are you alive? Stop being alive. Thank you. Yeah, raids are like my way and a lot of people's way to get known by people since it's pretty difficult to get any traction. And since being affiliated requires some sort of viewership and such, raiding is pretty essential for new streamers. Kind of surprised I never figured that bit out. I feel a little bit bad about that. I guess I just didn't think it through too much. But 3Mad, while you're here as well, share a little bit about what kind of stuff you stream for everyone. Feel free to get them curious about what kind of content you do if there's something that you tend to specialize in. Because I'm close to what you would call a variety streamer, except like everything I do is dictated by my audience more than anything. So I'm curious as to what you would consider like your specialty or your niche to be. In the meantime, we're going to have a snack break. See if we can figure out what we like. Bonnie forgot to tie this shoe again. I should try one of the other ones next time. Yikes. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yes, this was, we're talking about how we're gonna die. That's a little bit morbid. Let's not do that. Bury me on the highest peak. Oh, sounds like a journey. Journey to bury someone you know. I don't know how good of a journey that would be. One full of catharsis. I guess so. Okay, and then Bonnie comes back in with snack time. Hell yeah. Alright, we did the fish head and it was good but not that exciting. So let's do the Madelines. Okay, what's their reaction here? Everyone's health been restored. It must be the pineapple then. We did the pineapple first, I just couldn't remember, but I'm guessing it must be the pineapple. Huh. Interesting.
Even though it probably won't. Wait, this is different. I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't listening earlier. You don't say anything. But what if everyone... We won't. But you don't know that. I do. I won't let anything happen, Bonnie. I promise. Yeah, this is new. Oh dear. 3Mad, you're a game dev and a pixel artist. Recently started spriting on stream, making it for a project of yours. Tell me more about your project. Is it like an art project, or you said you're doing game dev, so I'm guessing it is for a game that you are working on, but is it an RPG? Is it a platform or a puzzle game? Something else? I would love to know a little bit more about what you're working on. I'm always interested in connecting with game developers to learn a bit more about like their process and inspiration behind their games and things like that. Because obviously a lot of what I do is featuring games that nobody has seen. In Styles and Time is an exception. But yeah, I love being able to see what other people are working on. Plan to expand to game deving on stream as well to break your fear of being watched while spaghetti coding. Nothing wrong with that. See, what I've heard from like talking to other people that do game dev and coding and things like that is everyone feels really self-conscious about the way that they code and the way that they write it until they see what someone else does, and then they realize, actually, no, what they do isn't that bad. Totally fine. So yeah, it sounds like it's a hurdle you just got to kind of push through. And hey, probably having other people in the audience that know what you're doing and can assist will help you improve your coding as well. I'm sure it will be beneficial just to get stuck into it and give it a go. Mish Tassie, this only happens after you tried all the snacks. Good to know. Henry's Place, hello, how are you? Thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing well. If you have questions about what's going on, let me know. We're playing in Stars and Time. If you're not familiar with it, I'll do my best to bring you up to speed without too many spoilers. Strack, you've done some game dev and live streams. Totally spaghetti code. Not bad at all. Yeah, I think that's the thing. You have to remember that everyone else is working with spaghetti code as well. Anyone that claims they're not is probably lying. Okay. Ooh, do you believe me? I promise to. I won't let anything happen either. Bonnie smiles confidently. You smile back. Heck yeah. Got a memory of promise. You always remember this. If the kid has a memory of promise equipped, they'll be more likely to buff everyone's stats during battle. Ooh, I think I like that. Because at the moment they got the memory of snacks, which is more likely to heal everyone. But I think more likely to buff is the way to go. Okay. I think we're good. Bonnie's buffs will always boost defense. Yeah, that's good. Take it. Extra defense is a good thing. 3Mad, you're working on 2 games actually. One is your commercial, another one that's made for fun. I like that. Personal projects that don't kind of go for the light of day and going like, out to the public. There's something to be said for that. Something that's just a passion project for yourself. What else did I miss there? Strack, it definitely gives you less time to think and hash things out while under the pressure of entertaining, but there's always the option of moving on to something else if you want. I'm curious as to what you mean by like around entertaining, because the feeling that I always got from like coding streams, if they were more vibes based, it's a place to hang out and, you know, being the presence of someone else that is being productive can inspire you to be more productive. Like, I'm not the kind of person that I would be live streaming while I'm actively trying to do work that requires concentration, because there's no way that I could entertain and do the work at the same time. It would just be too much going on. My brain can't do that kind of split. It's too difficult. But there's something to be said for like a vibes-based study session. I have seen, I think on Twitch, or it might have been other platforms, people do just host like study sessions. It's like, yeah, come join in, bring your homework. You have an opportunity to ask questions for other people there. It's basically, it's like one big study group all together. And those are apparently quite popular. And I get that. It's like the reason why
if you work full time, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's the reason why people do want people to be in offices and together. Because when you're around people who are actively working, social peer pressure makes you feel like you need to be doing the same thing as well. And I feel that when I'm at the office, I'm more inclined to probably work slightly harder, or at least more consistently, than I do if I'm working from home. If I'm working from home, I feel a little bit more relaxed and it's better for my mental health, but I'm more likely to take a slightly longer break or things like that. I still get the same amount of work done because I can focus without distractions, but it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. 3med, Bullet Ploop is the name of your commercial game, which you had to restart because the code was painful to rework. Bullet Ploop is not what I was expecting to be. Ploop is not a word I was expecting to see after the word bullet. Let's just put it that way. I really want to know what that's about now. Like, it just sounds like bullets falling out of a gun rather than being shot. What is Ploop in reference to? Are you allowed to say the name? Yeah, absolutely you're allowed to say the name. That's not a problem at all. No rules around that here. Gray, your dad's co-workers just goof off and barely do any electronics repair. The thing that I have found, especially in the corporate world, is that the higher up the chain you are, relatively speaking, the less work you do, but the more you get paid. And a lot of times it's the benefit from having worked in that field for so long. It's like, well, you become a subject matter expert, right? You're not kept around for the work you do, you're kept around for the knowledge that you have that influences the work that other people do. That to me is fascinating because I work basically in an office at the moment, but I work for a company that has hundreds of stores. And a lot of what I do revolves around like helping design training, improving customer service metrics and things like that. So it's very people focused. I used to work in store and worked my way up into the office, and I can tell you right now that the people who work in those stores put in, I would say, a lot more effort, and the work is a lot more demanding than what we do at a support office level. But what we do at a support office level is a lot more high tier, long-term, strategic planning that is just a different kind of work that's demanding in its own way. But yeah, it's interesting having been on both sides of that divide for the same company. Strack, you're trying to work on your game as we speak, trying to create a solid crafting system, and it's very spaghetti. Seem to keep making 15 duplicates of every item you craft. Just make that a part of the system, that things are crafted in multiples of 15, and then things that require those components, just multiply the amount that's required by 15, and it's just embrace the quirk, right? I'm sure that will not backfire in any way, shape, or form. 3med, Ploop is the name of the main character. Henry, holy guacamole, a lot of talking. Sorry, sometimes we get distracted. We'll go for like half an hour just focusing on gameplay, and then something will catch my attention and we'll talk. We'll get back into it. Apologies. Let's keep moving. We are ready. We need to go find the knife on the 3rd floor. And Henry, just an FYI as well, a lot of these streams we are going to be turning into streamlined recap VODs in the way we've been doing the Hollow Knight ones. So if you're more the person that you just want to see the story and the main parts that happen, you will be able to watch those in the future, but I can promise you now those won't be coming out for several more months because we've still got the rest of Hollow Knight to finish producing videos on. We'll get there eventually, but we're just a little ways off. That's the room that's got the necklace in it, so we don't need that yet. This is the room that's got the first key with the mirror. So we'll grab this. Yes, we're all reflected in there. Say cheese. There's the picture. Smile at the picture. You got it. Let's go. Smiling key because we smiled. Boom. All right, we go back to the left. All right. I'm glad you don't mind, Henry. I do try and strike a balance between the two. Like, sometimes it's nice to have a break and just chat, and sometimes it's nice to focus more on the gameplay. Story-based games like this are always going to get a little more chatter because it's easier to just stop and, you know, discuss things for a bit. Yep, that's the role model frozen in time, so sorry about that. Ah, now there is something in here that we need. There's meant to be a bomb component somewhere. I think. Unsafe looking potions. Yeah. Okay, did we actually get a thing? Need to get a long thingy thing, a short gizmo gadget, and a secret ingredient to make a bomb. Are any of them here? I know one's being held by someone, I think, either on the way or after the boss on this floor. Roommate's bed. It's just a barrel. Don't shake it. I mean, that sounds like there's something explosive in there that I should take. Barrel of nothing. Rolled papers. Like, it looks like there should be something here. Like, why can't I go into the shared bathroom? There might be something there. No one else had a shared bathroom. Okay, all their books. Yes. Okay, last one's actually a cooking book. Seen all that. Mirabelle's dresser. Important papers inside. Flowers they're trying to grow. I think that must be it. It smells fruity just like a name. Mirabelle plums. Ah, this feels new. I don't recall this.
My roommate gifted me some Mirabelle Plum scented soap a while back. She may never clean her room, but she may keep me from sleeping by muttering. Formulas to herself in the middle of the night. But she does give great gifts. Mirabelle's Mirabelle Plum scented bed. Cute. Alright, nothing else there apparently. Alright, we know there's a thing in here.
Angry key. It's like Mr. Potato Head. Strack, you missed setting a flag to see if something was that was a weird tongue twister. To see if something was successfully crafted. Fixed it now. Good job. I'm glad you're able to be productive with all this at the same time. Alright, we can skip all that. Book on how to craft the body, which I'm sure isn't going to be important at all. 3Mad, your other project is called Space Loop. Made it last year because most of what you were doing was working on Bullet Ploop and wanted to take a break from it. It's free on itch.io, but it's really bare bones, which I'm trying to change for the next update. I think the thing to remember is you always need to be proud of having completed something, even if it is bare bones. Having crafted a thing is like so much more than anyone that keeps trying to chip away at it or keeps thinking they're going to do it someday. So no matter what you might personally think about it, like what the quality is or how you want to consider it in that way, always just be proud of the fact that you have made something, because that is more than most people will ever do. I don't know about you, but I personally find something reassuring about that. It was part of the reason that I felt I was comfortable with actually, jumping in and making videos in the first place. I was like, well, I could either wait for someone else to do it, or I could do it myself. So why not? Man, we still don't know what this bloody door's all about, do we? It is locked by a weird word lock. I wonder if this is something the king might accidentally give us the passphrase for. Something above... Or perhaps we're going to come back here when we manage to figure out how to read this weirdly hidden language. Oh, there's definitely still some secrets that we haven't even touched on yet. Okay, let's just make you die as quickly as possible, please and thank you. Done. Let's go back. Is there anything in these rooms I need? Don't think so. Oh, the paper mache gloves were here. I think we need to trigger the thing saying that it's actually not there. Including a thing that we've already got. And we got some free tonics. Thank you very much. Okay, those ones have all been done. Don't need to go that way. Wait, oh, yeah, got around you. Okay, we've got a key. We need to go this way. I don't think I even need to go that way. Oh god, it's a depressed pufferfish bomb thing. Love that. I don't even know what type it is. Let's just hit you and see what happens. Not that one. Okay, must be paper then? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Please die as quickly as possible. I would appreciate that. Tick tock. I don't even know how many turns it takes before it explodes because I don't think I've seen it yet. I'm going to guess it's probably 3? Either way, it's dead now. Combo time! Paper attacks for everyone. And look, it's your death. Just finished that. Lovely. A little bit of caffeine to help keep me going. All right. I don't think there was anything in here that I need, but I will triple check. Coming through. Oh, yeah, this is the depression room. I remember now. And there's a secret thing on the side, but we don't need that. I think we got everything we need here. Where the eye patches were, they're coming on a thing. Cookbook about croissants. Yeah, just watch it happen. Doesn't actually change anything. No ideal, thank you, ideal. Cool. Don't think there's anything else here. Same old boring books. I have one craftonomy book. Don't really have time to read about crafting time. We've already done that. But madam, maybe you'll teach us something about timecraft. Ah, there's more here. Okay. Henry's Place, do you do any weird game streams as well? That would definitely keep my focus. Would love the mix. We absolutely do. So we do 2 streams each weekend, at least Australian times, a Saturday and Sunday. I think for the US, it's like a Friday night and a Saturday night, which is this one. The Saturday streams, the earlier streams, are what we call Wheel of Misfortune, where we have a list of games that have been submitted by the community with 200 reviews or less, and we spin the wheel, play a game for 30 minutes, and we play bingo at the same time as well, looking for common tropes and things that appear in a lot of games and give out prizes and that kind of stuff. So it's basically a new game every 30 to 60 minutes, which is good fun. So yeah, if you like variety streams where you never know what kind of game you're going to get to see, those ones are great. And then once a month, we turn one of those streams into a stream of developer submitted games. So that one's quite cool as well. If you want to watch, there's a VOD up from the stream that we did yesterday. The second game that we played for the stream was an AI slop nightmare of a game, and it was hilarious to play through, looking at how many things they did wrong. We've also started turning those streams into like curated VODs of shorter content. There's a couple of them up. If you go onto my channel on YouTube, look for the videos that have a purple outline. There's 2 of them up at the moment, and honestly, I think they've turned out really well done. The editor, Tinter, did a great job of curating the best moments to trim a 3 to 4 hour stream down into like roughly 30 minutes. So if you're looking for variety content, we do it. You've just unfortunately come to the wrong stream. Nothing at all, unless you think the fact that some crafts have a distinct smell would be useful to us somehow. Is that so? Oh, now I'm kind of curious. Just things we could have figured out ourselves. Rock craft smells like wet rocks, paper craft smells like wood or leaves, and scissor crafts like scissors? Exactly. They all smell like you'd expect. Oh, there's apparently another craft smell they're trying to figure out, which smells very sweet. Sweet? Like sugar? But...
Oh! Huh? What is it? Sugar! It's been smelling like sugar for a while now.
You freeze. Ah. So this mysterious sweet-smelling craft might be timecraft. I see. How so, madam? This place has been frozen in time for a while, hasn't it? It wouldn't be weird to think it smelled like timecraft. You relax.
Ah, yeah. can't smell anything, though. Are you sure?
Me neither. Wait, now that Buddy mentioned it, I can kind of smell it. Very slight, though. Really have a great sense of smell, Bun.
I wonder you're so good at cooking. Do you smell it in some places more than others? Could you smell sugar before we went into the house?
No, not really. I only noticed it yesterday afternoon, I think. But I smell it super strong near those sadnesses that give us those crest thingies.
That is curious. So the sadnesses are related to the time magic somehow. We're starting to find the links. I still don't understand the point of them getting all mixed up, considering that I can literally see their hand signs on the screen. Let's just try and make them dead as soon as possible, I guess. That'll do it. One down. Goodbye. Paper attack, go. 2 down. Did you have to do that? Fine. Oh, you let me down. There we go. Yeah, why do they do that? Why do they shuffle around? It doesn't change anything. You can still see it. Sorry, goodbye. We need to come in here and get ourselves a fancy necklace.
Weird smelly one.
Oh, that's why they say weird smelly one. That's what they're talking about. It's the sweet smell. I was wondering about that. Okay. Well, let's start figuring out what you're weak to. It's not that. Let's heal, because that was a big hit. All right. Is it rock? Yes. Rock is the way to go. 3 men. Gonna hop off now as you're kind of tired after streaming for 2 hours. Fair enough. I'd like to have another moment to appreciate how filled up the canvas is. Canvas? Oh, the pixel art you've been working on. Yeah, fair enough. Take a moment. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you again for the raid. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Get some rest, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Alright, let's just keep punching you. You need to die. I don't think we're quite going to get a full heal from this. Let's do Holy Care Shield so we don't take any more damage. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, mate. And if I do happen to see you around, I'm going to try and remember to do actual raids from now on. We'll see if I remember at the end of the stream. But it means maybe if you end up streaming along with the normal, I might be able to pass one back to you at some point. Let's see how we go. What do I want to do here? I need one more rock. Kaboom it is. So now everyone gets fully healed and this guy dies. Goodbye. Okay. Good chunk of XP and get the necklace. Thank you for the star crest. Skibbity skip. Was there another door up here that I still needed to go through? Got one of the keys that I needed. Okay, no, we don't need to go that way. That's totally fine. Yeah, I'd be happy to, 3mad. No worries at all. You'll have to do a super long stream, though. In order for it to work in Australian time. Right, now we need to go down this way, I'm pretty sure. The air flows gently, use the star crest. Yes. Swing. Let's go. Ah, yes, this poor frozen person, Mirabelle's friend. Da-da-da-da. We still don't know why they're important. Okay, that was the key that we got from the previous floor. Very lucky that we happen to have that. Okay. Over this way. Wait, over there. Isn't that... Oh. A bathroom? Seems so. Yes, it is. Let's see what interaction we have here this time. Everyone, go to the bathroom. You don't really need to go. Sit on the throne and think about nothing. Okay, this is different. You hear voices outside the bathroom. Sit in or stay here to make time go faster. Let's listen. You stand next to the bathroom door and listen. You hear a smack. And another smack. Then multiple smacks, like 2 people slapping each other repeatedly. And then... Stop, 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 I yield, I yield! How can such a small hand do that much damage?
I don't have small hands. Shut up.
You sure do, look.
Why is your hand so big?
Adult privileges, and also I crafted my body to have big hands. But hey, Bonbon, how are you doing? Doing okay? Want a snack? Want a hug?
If I want a snack, I'll eat one. If I want a hug, I'll get one. From Belle, and not you.
Good. And how are you doing?
All right on your shoulders.
Okay. That's adorable.
I'm so tall now.
You are?
I can touch the top of the wall if I wanted.
Do it. Hell yeah. Short people being tall for a moment. Mwah. They gotta love it.
Crap yeah.
Welcome to our world. Doesn't look that different.
You think everyone will be fine if we beat the king?
Oh yeah.
Even my sister?
Yep.
Even Belle?
For sure.
Even Theo?
Absolutely.
Even Ren?
Without a doubt.
And you too?
Of course.
You promise?
Hey, super duper promises.
Bad. Huh? What?
Oh, I was trying to pat your head. Where's your head? Is that your head?
Yeah, that's my chin.
Is it here?
Oh, that's my ears.
It has to be here.
Nope, that's my nose. Look, my head is here.
There we go. Pat.
Now get me down. You're too tall. It's weird.
Maybe you're just too small, Bonbon.
Maybe. But one day, I'll be taller than you. And you'll be the one getting a ride on my shoulders.
I would love nothing more, Bonbon. You exit the bathroom. Okay, that's adorable. Alistair Kessel, have you played Cassette Beast? I've heard good things about the game and it sounded like a game you would play. But that's like a Pokemon style game, right? I have heard about it. I have not played it. It caught my eye and it seemed to be quite well received, like you said. It's never going to get to the same popularity as something like Pokemon, but for what it was, it sounded like it was pretty good. Henry, gotta go now, sorry. No worries. Thank you for stopping by to check out the stream. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and a good rest of the weekend. Hopefully I'll see you again next week. See you at the wheel streams, where the madness kicks in. Yeah, it's so cute for sure. Gray, you when you stand on your bed. Oh, I thought there'd be something in this room, but also it is a tall person privilege that anytime you're walking through like a hallway or somewhere that has one of those exit signs hanging from the ceiling, you have to slap it without jumping just to showcase how much taller you are than the people around you. Like that is a thing you must do if you are tall. Alistair, the late game bosses in Cassette Beast have such amazing designs from what I've seen. They seemed like they were really creative with their creature designs. I was ashamed that it didn't get more traction. Cassette Beast is very good, but there is one trophy that is super missable. So this is the thing, like, I'm so glad that other people get to play these games and can share their experiences and thoughts on them. I'm just, I guess, in some ways jealous of people who have enough time to play such a wide variety of games. And that's kind of the thing that I'm kind of glad that my channel is highlighting, is just that there are so many games out there. It is literally impossible to play all of them. And I think that's both a good thing and a bad thing when it comes to the world of video games, right? It's good because it means we've got such like unbridled creativity and such a diverse range of experiences out there that video games truly are a hobby where there is a game for everyone. Even if it's just chess. Like, there will be a game for everyone out there. But on the other hand, it's a shame because there's so much out there that it's literally impossible to experience it all. And you might be missing out on some absolutely incredibly crafted experiences. It's hard to know where to invest your time. It really is. Alright, we found the dead end. Let's go get ourselves a knife.
Hello, statue. Yep. Join them? Yes. I can only imagine what happens if you say no. Hey, Gray, congrats on getting the streak back up to 5. Alright, we've got the key knife. Yes, we got the knife. I know you're all surprised. The change god did give it to us. There's nowhere else we would have got it from. And we get teleported. Okay. What the? Yes, we're back on floor 3's entrance. Surprise! I'm not surprised. We've done it before. But I am going to go back again because I still need to look at that in more detail because that was Mirabelle's statue. Okay. Can we fix the knife? Where do we go? Pockets, souvenirs, sharpening stone. Sharpening stone, apply to key knife. You take the key knife and sharpening stone and mumble repeatedly the first thing that comes to mind. Please be sharp, please be sharp, please be sharp. Please be sharp, please be sharp. Oh. Well, it's sharp now. Woohoo! You got the knife key. You put the knife key in your pocket to equip it later. Woohoo! You did it! You are now the proud owner of a knife key, a knife that can cut anything, especially the king. Yes, you heard that correctly. When the knife key is equipped, your attack will be boosted when fighting against the king. Isn't that grand? One thing though, this weapon isn't like the others. You can only equip it when you make it, which means you have to pick up the key knife and sharpen it every time. It's an important item after all. You can't just have it. Unless you got a memory of knife key. You always remember this. If you equip this memory and loop back to the king, you will automatically have the knife key equipped. That's it, Stardust. Bye! Okay, so that's basically our version of the character's mini quests, right? Means that we've got a super powerful item, but it has conditions attached. Okay, knife key. Blade gifted by the change god, sharpened by you. Boost attack when fighting the king. So lower attack outside of fighting the king. Not by a huge amount. By enough. Alright. Back to the statue again. Oh, God, blah, 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 get out of the way. Got places to go. Things to do. People to kill. Let's... Okay. We'll use that. It's better than no damage. They're doing a power up. We're doing a shield so you can't hurt us. Alistair, speaking of chess, there's a fun game called FPS chess. That one's a good time. How do you do first person shooter chess? Also, have you seen, there's a video that's been going around of someone who got their hands on an automated chessboard that can detect illegal moves and will automatically move pieces back to where they should be. And you can choose to play against an AI and it just slides pieces across the board when they take their turn. That's super cool idea. I'm surprised it's taken this long for one to get built. It's probably horrendously expensive, but I'm glad that it exists. Alright, we need one more paper attack. Oh no, it's getting all powered up. Whatever shall I do? It's the end of the world. I don't think we're going to make it against this one little guy. Bonk. And super bonk. Yeah, I'll do it. I do like how abruptly the music ends in battle like that. It doesn't just fade out. It's like da 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 da. It's like even the game knows that we just ended that guy's life prematurely. Alrighty, back to the statue we go. There's got to be something here that we've been missing. I'm sorry, why are we back here? Yes, I know, I want to look at it again. Mirabelle's intact statue of the Change God. You look at it a little closer. You tried not to make a face and fail. Can his look like that? Wow, that left eye is somehow above the right brow. I can't tell if they're supposed to be smiling or frowning. Mira, Mira, help us roast this statue's terribly made face. Mira. Uh-oh. I
was trying to make them look gentle and nice.
Mira, we're so sorry.
Sorry, we said your statue sucked.
No, it's fine. I'll get my revenge against you all someday. Shudder. But the statue is a link between the Change God and the Crafter, right? Wonder what would happen if Mirabelle touched it right now. Mira, can you put your hand on the statue? Sure. As soon as Mirabelle touches the statue, you hear something. Achoo! Ah! Oh, why are we here? That's unexpected. Huh? What? Where Mirabelle and you got transported somewhere. Someone's there, Mira. Huh? Oh, hello. Hi. I thought you were the head housemaiden. Are you actually the Change God? That the head housemaiden? What are you doing here?
Mirabelle, I can't believe you.
Oh. Imposter. So sus.
I can't believe you don't recognize me.
They changed shapes?
Yeah, I did. Don't you know who I am?
Someone who changes shapes? No! This can't be! You're... And she got it. It's me. The Change God! What? Oh, no.
I didn't mean to make you cry. I messed up. I love the little emotes.
Just hands doing things. Oh, I'm sorry, Stella. Oh, big stretch, Stella. Yeah. She's good. Oh, Change God. I'm so sorry. Sorry? But for what? For so many things. For being useless, for not being willing to change enough, for lying and making everyone believe you blessed me, for... Ah, that?
I don't care. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Huh? If I was mad about it, I wouldn't have helped you earlier, right?
But I did it because I'm rooting for you.
Helped us earlier? Do you mean the knife? The key knife. Okay, it has a name and you should use it.
But yes, that was me.
It was? So... Housemaiden Mirabelle. I'm about to tell you something really important. For many reasons, you won't remember it after I send you back to your quest.
Well, your brain won't remember, but your heart will. So listen.
It's true that as the Change God, I can't help humans much.
That's because I don't want to.
But I can't help with your petty I can't help with your petty struggles for survival and stuff.
But it doesn't matter, because even my little god powers are nothing next to yours. The real power comes from you, Mirabelle.
If you decide you can change, that's enough power and belief to do anything.
I don't even need some silly rituals or anything like some other belief out there.
And look how far you've come without me. But if that's not enough for you, then know this. Oh dear God. You are loved, Mirabelle. I see you changing even if you do not. You're always changing, always evolving. You're not stagnating in any way. And even if you were, that would be fine. Because life is like a box of chocolates. Life is about changes. But it's also about staying right where you are sometimes. I am proud of you. And I love you. And I love the stupid, ugly face you gave me, and I won't ever let anyone destroy it. Remember that, okay? Another piece of unique music, actually. Thank you, Change God. Nothing like I was expecting, but I would expect nothing else from you.
Aww.
Mirabelle and the Change God giggle together. Somehow, Mirabelle looks so much less burdened than before.
Oh, I want to do this.
You got a memory of me. When equipped, it'll do, who cares? I don't know why you need to remember things so much. Weirdo.
What? Mirabelle tilts her head to the side, confused.
Oh crap, look at that head tilt.
That head housemaid of yours is right. You really are so stinking cute, Mirabelle. Oh, alright, that's it. That was your gun call. Good luck, Mirabelle. I'm rooting for you. Love you. Bye.
Beams you away.
Wait. Why am I still here? Mirabelle disappeared. Where did she? And you. Siffrin made no middle names, no last name. I'm sorry for not talking to you. That was all for Mirabelle's sake, you understand. Her side quest. You know all about Sidequest, don't you?
Plus, oh god, that face. I know you don't really care about me.
But it's not every loop you get to meet a god.
And it's not like yours will ever really talk to you. So, I will give you some words too. I'll say them through the face of your little sponsor buddy too for the effect. Sponsor. And those words are... I have seen it all. Pitiful traveler, walking through time, going against the very nature of this world. This ridiculous, never-ending play. It goes against everything I stand for. I am the change god. My domain is the future itself, the possibility of it. And this? Is this what I have now? Dormant, repeating. Dormant, unchanging. Stagnating. A crime against life itself. But you don't want to be here either. If you could change it, you would. So, you misunderstand.
What?
The events unfolding right now may go against my very nature. But it doesn't mean I'm not enjoying myself immensely. This pocket of time may be rewinding, but you are not in this bubble where everything stays the exact same. How will you bring about change? How will you change? I just can't wait to see more.
I'll keep giving you the knife every time, so don't worry. Keep going, keep changing.
Keep giving us a good show.
Bye.
Wait.
Nope.
Bye. Hangs up the phone.
Stumble.
Hey. Mira, Ziff, are you two okay?
What? What happened?
I don't know. You both started looking weird. Like you were about to faint or something.
You both okay? You stand up? You and Mirabelle nod. Yes, I feel like I saw something incredible. Huh? I don't remember it anymore though.
You do, still.
If you're good, we should keep going. Yes, let's go.
Well, let's not do that again.
That was mildly terrifying. Alright, we've got a bit of time left. Let's go talk to a king and see if they have anything interesting to tell us about what is going on with their magical time powers and these weird time loops and who the heck they actually are, shall we? Yep, gotcha. Sneak past you. Alright, let's go save. You reach towards the light. Everyone was healed. Save again. Okay. One save point there. And then we come back up here.
And we need to equip a knife. Key knife specifically, or a knife key rather. Alright. As I said, just bought a game you know nothing about other than it's good. It's called Cruelty Squad, and my friend said you needed to play it. Good news, I know several people in our community that are huge fans of Cruelty Squad, so you're in good hands. That game is very highly regarded as a cult classic. Zugzug, you're pretty sure you never saw that when you played? It seems there's a lot of very optional hidden quests and things. Alright, let's use our fancy knife.
Nope, I was wondering, like, they can't clearly close this door and put the tears in our way. But the locked doors, weren't they?
Oh yeah, we can skip that. We've seen that before. Yes, we know they were trying to escape. Didn't go according to plan. Our knife is still intact. Oh, we have to get rid of this sadness first. Okay. Alright. Let's make you dead. Technically, I didn't actually need this knife for this fight, but it's too late. I've got it now, so... What? Hit everything, go. Make him dead. Rebel shouldn't die here. Jeez, that was nasty. Let's do that. Okay. Jeez. What a way to start the fight. Okay. Well, that's not actually the way to go because the guy's immune to like half the stuff that I'm doing. So let's just pick one thing and make it dead, shall we? Let's get you. Alright. We'll save Mira. That'll be fine. Bonnie just managing to bypass all the defenses. It's fantastic. Okay. Can't touch this. Alright. Mira, heal yourself. Thank you. You'll be fine. Still can't hurt me. Bonnie in for another strike. Good job. Let's just do speed up here. That's more like it. Okay. What do we want to do? I think we just want to punch. Heck yeah. Let's start taking down some of these hands. Just about got the combo, so this should do it. One down and combo time. Oh no, it's vulnerable to paper attacks. Sucks to be you. Alright, that took out the other one. Yay, even more vulnerable. Let's get a scissor combo going. That sounds like it'd be fun. Another one gone. Oh, look at you being vulnerable to everything. Doesn't that just suck? You're gone. Okay. Probably start just landing attacks on the main body now. Yeah. Let's get an attack boost. Let's pass a turn back to Sif. Buy one, get one free. Oh! Oh, that was so much damage. Just die. Ow. Bonnie! Ah, I thought they were going in for the kill. Not quite. Let's get a heal. I think we get one more save after this. Alright, die. Thank you. And the rest go. Nice. Okay. We're all good. Mishtastic, a lot of scenes can be missing in the game if you don't thoroughly investigate everything. Yeah, missed in the game. Absolutely. There's so many little hidden secrets. Okay. Yes, Mira, let's go. I know you're excited. We're almost face to face with the king. We'll make him pay for everything he's done. Or at the very least, we'll make him answer some questions. Yes, someone this far inside. It's Claude. Claude has a bomb component on them, which doesn't help us right now, but they have it. Okay. Thank you for the secret ingredient. Not that I can do anything with it. Still need all the other components. Yeah, I appreciate the fact that in this game there are, like, everyone will have a slightly different experience depending on how many things they choose to interact with. So when you're talking about it amongst other people, you can have those conversations where you go, oh, did you get this scene where that thing happens? Because that was really cool. There's a lot of people who be like, oh yeah, I never had that meeting with the Change God. Because that's entirely optional. Okay, conversation followed by snack time, I think. Alright, here we go. One of these is the one that we want to go for, and I don't remember. We've had the Malanga fritters. I think those are good ones, but let's do the palmiers this time. Alright, Bonnie hands you some palmiers, everyone starts eating, you bite into the palmier. Crunch! Okay, nothing special from that one as far as I can tell. Okay, everyone's ready to kick butt. Bella okay? You okay? I think she's okay because she ate some snacks. It's when you can't eat that you're not doing well at all. Okay, we say a thank you. I think we are good to go. Mr. King, I would like to ask you some questions. Yes, we are ready. For like the 4th time. Okay. Miss Tastic, we will try to help, but one scene in particular is super hard to get. It requires 3 rare random encounters on the 3rd floor to trigger. That does sound kind of wild. But it must be very optional. Hello, King. Alright, let's just get right to it. We don't need a speech. Wait, you, traveler. Adele looks at you with an expression screaming, does it mean you or me? Look back at the king. Right one. Do you remember? I remember you. Is that so? We shall fight, and we shall see which side the universe favors. Alright. Well, I've got my fancy knife on. Knife key glows. Yeah, darn right it does. Your attacks will hit harder against the king. Good. No. Highlighted usually means we've not selected it and potentially there's something different here. Alright, concentrate. Oh, despite what you may think, I am a merciful king. I will give you some time to come to terms with your end. A most beautiful end. An eternal end. Oh, he's really taking us for chumps, isn't he? We've gotten this far. We'll not back down. Get ready, everyone. Okay. Nothing different there. King waits, which means we have time to put up a shield. I'm also going to talk to him for a second. Hello. Ask the king. Why are you so tall? Oh, God. Really? So, you're using Timecraft. Timecraft? I suppose I am. But if you're using Timecraft, how did you manage to control it? Timecraft should use immeasurable amounts of power that no mere human could have. So how? Yes, it is true. I could not have harvested Timecraft on my own. So, I had some help. Help? Who would? Oh, isn't it obvious? The universe would. I only had to wish for it, and the universe delivered. The universe? The stars? Who is that? A person? Nah, it's... Wow, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't seem to remember. It's what's beyond this plane, correct? What's in the sky? Isabeau can't remember the name of it. That can't be a coincidence. That has to be linked to the place that we can't remember the name of. Is this indirectly implying that we are from the stars? That's weird. Clench your fists. The king sobs.
I know Vogardians were ignorant of it, but I did not think travelers from other countries were too. How? How could you have...
Vogardians, huh? Interesting choice of words. Are you not from Vogard yourself? He isn't, Madame Odile. I feel like I've seen an article about it somewhere recently. Oh, yes, that article we saw that we weren't allowed to read before. I saw it today. Where was it again?
So, you're not from Vogard, but you still want to freeze it in time? Where do you go home, then?
The king flinches. Does not answer. You shake your head and breathe out. Article about the kings somewhere. If Mirabelle remembers it, you might have seen it somewhere too. Could it be somewhere in the house? Yeah, it is. We've seen it. Alright, we've got another clue. Why are you so tall?
Oh, quite honestly, it just happened. It just happened.
How?
After I fully accepted the power at my disposal, I found myself like this, towering over everyone. But I do not mind. I can see very far in this body. I can even see...
Can see what?
the future?
Why do you call yourself king?
Oh, I have decided my will is more than just the will of Vogard. Vogard doesn't know. No one knows that I'm doing what needs to be done. They do not understand. Someone who selfishly does what needs to be done against the will of the people. In Vogard, such a person can only be called a king.
So you know what we are doing is wrong and no one wants to be frozen in time.
Against the will of the people. Yes, against the will of the universe. No, it is not wrong. Our will is not wrong. I just want Vogard to stay like this. Forever. Forever. Forever.
Okay. Nothing more to ask. It's Siffrin time. Cool. Let's get, Is that one to lower the defense? You just get into slapping time. Let's get into slapping time. Alright. Feels like it did a bit more damage, but we need the adorable moving shield or we're going to die. Let's get into it. Just a general attack should be fine. We'll build this up so that we can get a full heal fairly shortly. Good hit.
Oh, it's time, saviors.
Think again. Not today. Oh, yep, we survived it. We're fine.
You're still here. Good. Let us fight to the death then.
It's snack time. Thank you. Okay, we do actually... Oh, hang on. No, if we do the speed boost, it slows us down? Yes. So we want to save that one. I remember. Let's pass a turn back to you. Why not? Because you can do another paper attack. Bonk! Combo time. Everyone gets healed. Very nice. Let's put this one up for some bonus defense. Perfect. Means I don't have to waste a turn getting healed. Ooh, that still did decent damage. Alright, alright. Let's lower your defense. You definitely don't need any defensive capabilities. You can't make her stop. That is literally impossible. Okay, what do we want to do here? We could do all craft types. Yes, let's do that. I like that it gets a special animation as well. Because now we can keep at it with the scissor attacks as well. Alright. Knife to meet you. Bonk. Yeah, there we go. Now we're being smart about it. Jolly round rondo. Go. Yes, we can zone out again. Heard it before.
Don't have the right to cry. But they're still doing it. That's... Oh, did I use the wrong one before? I did. That's fine. Bonk, bonk, bonk. And that's... Well, not quite. We're one off. We're one off. Fine then. We'll pass a turn back. Go again, Sifrin. I believe in you. I have to meet you again. He's still weak to these, so we're doing big damage. Ooh. Love to see it. King whimpers. Alright, we're taking damage again. Alright, we need to deal with everything. Let's slow down the king, and then we've got to start pummeling the tiers. That's fine. You do what you want. Super Sparkle heal yourself. You cannot afford to die. Cells. Let's do a rock combo on the king's tiers. Never mind, the tiers are dead. we did it. They're gone. Alright. Shakes off the slow on it. Ow! Okay, slow is bad. Don't do that. We need to top up just a little bit so we don't die. We should be able to get the rock combo off in time. Hopefully. You're just going to have to guard. You've got nothing else. Rock. Dialogue washes over you. Yep, we'll zone out again. You have heard this before. Same. Ooh. Okay, they're about to do another big thing. Let's... What do we need to do here? Nothing else that we can ask. Don't want to ruin the combo either. Let's pass a turn back. You should be able to get a heal off for everyone. Okay. Go! Nice. There we go. Adorable moving shield is back up again. We're not going to die. That makes me very happy about things. And yeah, we'll go for another paper combo while we're waiting for everything else to recharge. Go on, do your thing. It is time. Time for your move to completely and utterly fail. Okay, we survived it again. We're still fine. Yes, we're still here. Alright. I'm very sorry, but you're gonna have to die. It's not your fault. I mean, it kind of is. Lower your defense again. I'm being a little risky because he could do a big... never mind. Shield's up. You can't hit us. Oh, no. I was worried he was going to do that. Got the move off just at the right time. Let's pass a turn back to... Yeah, why not? A deal. There you go. Have another turn. Paper 3. Use your big hits. We'll zone out again. You've heard this before. Okay. Your turn. Alright. Go on, guys. Finish the job. Disappear! Punch him real good. Get a little crazy with it. Bonk. Okay. I'll attack the king. Hit as hard as we could. Him to his knees once again. Oh, I can't disappear. Yuck! We just beat the game. We definitely just beat the game, and nothing bad is going to happen. Absolutely. But welcome, Fuke. Hope you're doing well. Alright. King is gone. Let's go, I guess. Can't believe it actually worked. We did do it. We did it. Ah, I can save here. How nice. Everyone's healed. Yay. Alright. Do you have anything different to say this time? Yes, we know. We'll protect you from the heights. You're fine. Yes, go find the head house maiden. I'm sure everything is going to go just fine. Just peachy, really. Yeah, hello, once more. Into the fray. Da 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 da. Nod nod. Nod nod. Also, is it wrong for me to steal names from video games like Sifrin? No, absolutely not. You can take whatever names you want. Third time's the charm. If you talk to the head house maiden, will the loop break and will you loop back once more? Presumably, yes. So, yes, we'll talk to you. We're not dreaming. Everything's fine. We really won. Breathe with me. Having a panic attack. You're okay. Oh, you forget though. Can we group hug after I speak to the head house maiden? Oh, would you be okay with it? I'd love to. Absolutely. Make sure to talk to everyone before talking to Isabeau. We might get some new information here. Okay, what's wrong? For real, it's fine. Yes, you can punch me if I'm lying. Yep. There we go. Your sister will be fine. We have unfrozen everything. Read that book about craft smells, right? Ah, yeah, you did that this loop, didn't you? You nod. Well, Ran, still smells like sugar. Freeze. Neil said that if it smelled sweet, it might be because of Timecraft. Do you think the king is really gone if it still smells like Timecraft? He's the only one that can use it, right? Quick, say something. It would make sense if the smell would linger a bit, right? Linger? Well... That's not the comparison I thought you were going to make. When you fart, it smells bad for a while, yeah? Oh. Oh, yeah. Facts. You both laugh. Bonnie mentioned they started smelling sugar yesterday, didn't they? It's you, isn't it? Oh, you forget, though. Do you have some snacks left? Oh, well... Yep, snacks, give them out. Beautiful. Deal! Hello! Yep, we're just gonna stand here looking at this for a moment. Ooh, do we call them out? I mean, we technically had the conversation earlier, so we know. Do your fake research? Don't tell anyone. I'd like to see Isabeau try to figure it out for a little while longer. Very excited to hear what he comes up with next. Spoonology? Bananaology? Yeah, you got this. Bananalogy would be quite appealing. I'll miss you, Sifrin. You're a little strange, but you're a good kid. Maybe try letting down your walls every once in a while, huh? And come to Carb Way anytime. Maybe we'll meet again during your travels. She's smiling at you gently. You force yourself to smile back. Sifrin, is everything... Even more pineapple slices in my pocket! Yeah. Never mind. Take care of yourself, Sifrin, alright? So, did we not trigger enough suspicion points to allow the conversation to go ahead? Because that was an interesting little snippet. Alright, no, we have to talk to you first as well. Cannot thank you enough for what you've done. Sharing your parents a lot to talk about. Talk to them, come back to me. Yes. No. No. No, 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 no. But I'd like to talk to you now. Now? But you and your friends had such a wonderful journey together, and it's about to end. You should go and talk to them. Don't worry about me. I'll be right here for when you're done talking to them. Okay, thank goodness. I thought we were going to lose that. I thought we were going to lose the Isabeau scene after all this hard work. Ugh. Sif, we did it. We did it, Sif. Yep, skip. It is. Yeah, You wanted to tell me something? Yes. I love... Are you both finished? Please wrap it up so we can go. There's so much we have to do before we can go back to our lives. You two can talk later, okay? Oh, Gems. Did I interrupt? It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Are you sure? I'm... No problem. Don't worry about it. There has to be a better moment later. A moment than saving the country. Ugh. Oh. Anyway, Sif, I'm glad this is over. I can't wait to go back to my old job, you know? Make sure to say hi when you're near Javant, okay? You nod. Oh dear! How dare you! I was having a moment! Interrupted it.
That's looking around curiously, like always. She sees you stare and flashes your smile. You smile back. Damn it, O'Deal!
Don't know what we can do differently.
Yes, we're done talking to the companions. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. I'd like to thank you for accompanying Mirabelle this far. I'm very grateful. Siffrin, yes? If there's anything I can do to thank you, please don't hesitate to let me know. I know you'll go back on your travels soon, but I do hope you'll keep in touch, if only for young Mirabelle. Yeah, running out of people to interrupt us, thankfully. Same as usual, it seems. Maybe if you start with something else still, surprise us somehow? Will you repeat the same lines again? The same lines? What do you... Oh. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Ugh, didn't work. She said something slightly different here, but then went right back to her script. Oh. Siffrin, I'm so sorry. There's no way we can stop it now. I'm sorry. You'll be going back. Back when everything started. You almost choke on the smell of burnt sugar around you. That's why we're smelling burnt sugar. Also, hang on a sec. It's on the floor. Apparently that's the much more comfortable place to be. You could be there, in a bed. You could be over there with Panda. But no. The floor is the better place to be. That's a weird. Turn that way then. I know. You have anything new to say? I know you thought your quest would be over, but it can't be. Something's broken. Something's failing. Rotting. I can't fix it on my own. Not before it all ends. If only I'd noticed sooner. I should have seen it. Prevented it. She didn't deviate from her script even once. It seems she really will repeat the exact same thing every time. Feel a tug on your stomach. Again. It's my fault that you have to suffer like this. I just hope that one day you might learn to forgive. Got to the end. You're back here again. Time to play. Boy. Don't even get any nice music this time. Alright, so. What have we learned for next time? We've learned a bit more about what Bonnie likes, and we know we can brute force that if we need to. So that should be doable. I think we can get our way through that and do Bonnie's little side quest next time. We know there's still a bomb part somewhere in town, but we don't know how to find it. But what we do know is if we do Bonnie's if we do Bonnie's side quest, then that means we've done Mira, Odile, and Bonnie, and we should be able to do Isabeau's side quest and find out what that's all about. And maybe that'll help unlock something. We also know... Do we know? We know that there's something in the castle that we need to check to learn more things about the king and their origins. Because we saw those newspaper clippings, which I think was on the second floor from memory. It was like the second or the third. So we know about both of those things. We know we can now trigger Mirabelle's cutscene with the friend in town, the stylish one. We can do that as well. We've got at least 3 things that we can do next time. I don't think there's anything else that I'm missing. We now know the right order to do things to get the key knife and to unlock some special abilities, so that's fine. I think those are the only 3 clues that we've got at the moment. We can do Bonnie's quest, which will allow us to do Isabeau's quest, and we've got the newspaper clippings and the stylish ones. So we've got 4 things. And told to chat to Loop about learning Timecraft. Learned about Timecraft, and the king got pushed to go see the newspapers, did Mira no deals. Yeah. Presumably Issa as well. Cool. Alright. Yeah, the only one I'd missed was talking to Loop about Timecraft.
I think that's where we're going to end it for today, though. We did another full run through the tower. We've learned a little bit more. We're getting faster at it. There'll be more things that we can do next time. So we are getting there. We're learning more. We're unlocking little bits. Piece by piece, we're going to put this together and figure out what's going on. There's still some unexplained mysteries with things like the star map that is in there, in the tower. We know there's a locked door. There's a language that we don't know anything about. So we're narrowing down the list of things that we don't know, but it's still going to take a few more loops to get there. Fuke, did you not redeem the game award? How's Fuke already at 500 again? Because of the donations and gifted memberships you've been giving out, Fuke, with your generosity, those count towards additional channel points as well. So you've probably been building up quickly that way. I will have a look after this and double check that your redemption did go through correctly. I'm pretty sure it did. But I'll double check just so that you can sleep easy knowing that it did work. But yeah, you're almost back at 500. You'll be able to submit another game to be featured soon, which is always good fun. Or remember, you can always submit the same game multiple times if you want to increase the odds of something getting shown. So you can do it that way as well. All right, we're going to end it there for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in for some more in Stars and Time. We are making progress a little at a time. Let's just hope that Sifrin's sanity can hang in there for long enough to see this through. A little bit concerned about that. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you again same time next week to continue the journey. So until then, take care, and thanks for being here.